Dum padum 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 da 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 dum padum padum da 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 da. What is happening? Okay, there we go. We're live. And face cam. Here we go. Check me out. Got a haircut. How you guys doing? I know it's been a while since we had one of these, and I know, I haven't been doing these once a week just like I promised. But we're back. We're gonna be doing them once a week. Gonna give you guys an opportunity to talk to us. Gonna give an opportunity to tell your side of the story. And to remind you guys, Userone Talks is where we get an opportunity to speak to the people, members of different community servers that are roleplay related, and just give them an opportunity to share their stories, talk about any issues, discuss maybe there's a way we can target some of these issues, maybe there's something we can do to make it better, kind of create a platform for solutions, and then use these solutions, one day, and allow anybody else to use these solutions as well. But mainly this is the fallback for anybody who try to, reach out to administrators of their communities and nothing happened. Basically nothing happened. We are gonna listen, we are gonna record, we are gonna publish this, and overall, this is a place where everybody should be able to talk. Now, what is this place? This is Roleplay Union, right? Well, this particular stream is Userone Talks, but we also have the Roleplay Union. So how does that work? Well, in the description, you will have a link to a Discord. In this Discord, you will have to verify yourself, which should be easy if you have been a part of any hardcore community. A hardcore community is any community that requires an application to join. So let's go ahead and check out. First of all, let me make an announcement real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, let me just show this. I just want to show this real quick. So hold on. Well, okay, let me just quickly showcase what do you do to get verified and whatnot, for those who are just joining us now. Okay, here we go. So this is what you see when you join. You have to go to request verification. Then you copy this first, right? Copy this, go to request verification, paste it, and make sure when it says type your name, you type your name of the character or whatever. And proof of access to hardcore community, you can just type image and then paste an image that shows a screenshot of statistics or user control panel. Anything that that could verify that. It will take a while because we've been away for a little bit. But after you get verified, what you need to do is anyway. So where was I? Right. So basically, after you get verified, what you need to do is go ahead to the waiting for interview. I shouldn't be in the waiting for interview. That is a channel for you guys. Good thing I noticed that. Okay. So once you do, here you go. You go here, waiting for interview. You click here, and then that's how I will know that you're waiting to be interviewed. Let me just make sure the stream is going well. Stream health is going okay. Awesome. Do you think LSRP or RCRP is better? I've always said this. It's a matter of preference. They are different servers. They have different standards. They play differently. They have different rules. They just look at things differently. So thank you for the question, Asin, but this question comes up a lot. I should probably make a video about this question because Red County Roleplay and Los Angeles Roleplay are one of the biggest hardcore roleplay servers on SAMP right now. So, I guess I can understand why you would be confused by my answer. You would probably want to choose. I mean, both of them require applications, so you probably want to, invest time into one of them, not both of them. Now, you're probably not a nerd like me who just invests time in as many servers as he gets a chance to do. Anyway, yeah, so thank you all for joining. Let's see if anybody's waiting for interview so far. Let me make an announcement actually in the actual form. Okay, here, Userone Talks is now live. Add and a link. Okay, so let me get the link to the. How do I? You would think I would know how to get the link easily, but actually that's not that straightforward. Okay, I guess I can just go to my channel and I can just get the link to my channel. Okay, I like how there's a. Hold on, I gotta show this real quick. So, we're live right now on this channel, right? Every Saturday at 4 p.m. GMT, right? No upcoming live streams. Cool, but there's an ongoing live stream. Can you showcase that? Can I, like, live now? Okay, that would actually make more sense. Yeah, there we go. Live now. Beautiful. And let me just copy that link and I'll just paste that in the announcement section. Boom. 100+ people. Wow. Alright, there we go. So this will hopefully get us a couple of people to interview, because I do want to hear you guys out. I want to hear what are the pressing issues, and this time we're gonna note them down. We're gonna have a notepad and we're gonna note them down, and then I'm gonna pay some illustrator to illustrate them beautifully. That's right. So I guess we're just gonna open a Word file because I am sick and tired. What the original plan was that I would look through the videos again, but then I realized my voice is unbearable, so I'm not gonna watch over my video again. Okay, I probably should do that anyway, but I never found the time to, and I always found excuses to not do it. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna take down some notes from the people that are actually talking to us. So again, what is the topic of discussion? Well, I guess I can actually bring something up that I don't know if I should bring. Yeah, I can't really bring it up yet. Yeah, I'm gonna ease off on it. I'm not gonna bring it up, but I can bring up another thing, and it's about the thumbnail. So you might have noticed that LSRP has been up and at it again. They have increased their player base all the way to 750 players. That's right, 750. The thumbnail says 600 because it's an old thumbnail. I made it a while back, but the LSRP right now, I can show you guys. Let me show you guys real quick. Look at this, 750 players. Can you guys see that? I'm just can't really zoom in, but yeah, 750 players. That's a shit ton for SAMP server that is a roleplay server. Now, of course, you're gonna have that reminds me of like Russian roleplay servers, which weren't really roleplay servers as much as they were like roleplay games. There's a big difference. One is script based, the other one is actually allowing you like to be whoever you want and do whatever you want. Okay, Russian roleplay servers, they don't tend to be that way. They're more arcade, they're more grind fests. Like a lot of people literally take buses, they drive to the mine. They have to mine out ores, then they have to get paid like basically nothing for that. I don't know, man. I don't know. And most of the people are bots, and everybody's using binds, and it might be different at this point because last time I've played there was about a year ago, so I wasn't playing seriously. I just wanted to check it out, but still, it's definitely something to take into consideration that LSRP, a server that is a legitimate roleplay server, does not have that issue. What is going on there is they are legitimately. They're a legitimate roleplay server. They are. You can. We have disagreements. I have disagreements with LSRP. I don't think it's the best it could ever be. I think there's room for improvement there, but it is one of the best ones out there, in my opinion. So for it to spike in popularity, well, probably because of the pandemic that's going on, it's definitely very interesting. Okay, wait, did I? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Now you can, now you can actually connect to waiting for interview. My bad. Okay, so now you can actually connect to waiting for interview. I forgot again that the permissions needed to be changed. I changed them every time, but I forgot that time for some reason. That's what happens when you take a long break and then you try to get in. It's a little difficult. All right, let me read some of your comments because I'm sure you guys have a lot of comments. All right, what we got? Feels like permanently 2014 over there with the LSRP doing good in numbers plus your stream quality being 480p. Wow, really? It is 480p. I don't know why that is. User1 does not read chat. Ha, got you. User1 is a scammer. He's spreading lies in his latest advert. You mean the notification? Yeah, I forgot that I couldn't make everybody join. That doesn't make me a scammer. That just makes me an idiot. Okay. All right. Hey everyone, this is User1. Yeah, it is User1. Okay. By the way, I got Hitman recently. The game Hitman. It was on discount, so I got it. Might play it, probably. But yeah. I want to interview. Go ahead, join the interview if you are verified. If you're not verified, then you can request verification. We'll have that happen. Okay, we got somebody. Can't wait to hear this one. Alright. So let's see. Our guest is gonna be Cashew. Can't wait to see this one. So a lot of these are trolls. I'll just warn you right away. But I have no way to tell who is and who isn't. We will obviously ban any trolls, but that's the best I can do. All right, let's do this. All right, Cashew, how you doing? How you doing, my man, Cashew? All right, Cashew, welcome to the stream. So how long have you been a part of Roleplay Union? A year? Alright, well, we haven't been around for a year, but okay. Alright, let's try to avoid swearing. I know I swear sometimes, but we're trying to make it like a little family friendly, you know? Don't say that. I know you didn't say the one that, you know, is actually bad, but still don't say that, seriously. Okay. How long have you been role-playing? Let me ask you this. 10 years. Oh, we're pretty similar in that. But what kind of roleplay servers do you usually go to? What kind of games do you do? LSRP, pretty cool. So how long have you been on LSRP? That's... really? Wow, okay. I mean, LSRP has been around for more than 10 years. That's weird to think about, isn't it? Like a roleplay server that's been around for so long. People in the chat are saying they can't... oh, they can't hear you. Sorry. Oh, they couldn't hear you. My bad. Alright. So... well, that's good because you kind of swore at the start, but that's okay.
Well, that's not bad then.
Alright, so basically, you've been on LSRP for a while. Have you noticed anything that you think would be bad about LSRP that you would want to change if you had the power to, for example?
That's a tough one. I think there's loads of stuff that everybody wants to change on there, to be honest.
What do you think is the biggest one? What's the biggest issue right now on LSRP? Now that it's spiked in popularity, I think a lot of people are interested to, you know, make it better, as best as it can be for everybody, right?
To be honest, mate, probably server instability. It's probably one of the worst things, because we're hitting 750 players, but it's... I mean, don't get me wrong, the past 2 weeks it's been pretty stable, to be honest. But server instability and things crash and things not working very well, not good. But at the same time, it's getting better. As time goes on, things are getting better. So
yeah, the things have been getting better. So server instability is definitely one of those aspects that is concerning. I do want to say that for a server that suffered a massive DDoS attack, well, allegedly, they recovered pretty well. They found a solution where you have to whitelist an IP when you join, and that has definitely improved things that, you know, from not being able to join at all to being able to join, but the server crashes every once in a while. I think you would agree, right? Okay. Well, I don't really see. What I want to try is bringing up counter arguments, but I really don't have any counter arguments to server instability. It,
Right.
yeah. I, I, I guess. Is there anything else though? Is there any other suggestions you might have for LSRP though?
I'd say leniency when it comes to punishments. I think
Yes.
just now, I'm not talking about being more lenient. I'm talking about being less lenient and being a bit stricter on punishments.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's
I don't know what your
interesting
view
because
is on that. But
we're kind of divided in this opinion. So now we can have a discussion, a little bit of a debate. Okay, hold on, let me do a little timer. Okay. Give me a timer for 12 minutes. Okay. Alright, timer. Awesome. So basically, so you're arguing that punishments should be less lenient. Why? Let me see your justification.
So, I don't know if you've played recently with 750 players online.
Yeah.
So, obviously LSRP is one of the stricter servers when it comes to punishment and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you should see the amount of, I don't want to say retardation, it's not a nice word, but the amount of stupid stuff that goes on in LSRP, the amount of rules that do get broken just because people don't care. And now I think admins are being more lenient and they're resorting to kicks instead of straight up admin jails. I mean, kicks don't do anything to people. You just relog, you're fine, you continue doing it. Such as DM squads, robbery squads, stuff like that still goes on. And I know Ed Martin made a big post, I don't know if you read it, about a player violence index, and it was
player violence index.
Have you not seen that?
No. Can you? Okay, you have access to interview room text chat in the roleplay union chatter. Do you see that?
Yeah, let me find it.
Okay, can you post something in there?
Give me a second.
Awesome. The thing I want to talk about, while you're posting this, I'm just gonna say, you said that kicks don't do anything. I agree, but only when it comes to people who come with the intention of trolling. That doesn't do anything to them because they can just join back in. I agree with that. But to people who care about their admin history because they have plans to go further on in the server and they realize that they're being judged by their admin history, what's gonna happen is they do care. So you can't just. I have a problem with kicks with the matter that I guess they don't really matter. Yeah, I guess okay, I can't really argue with you because they don't really. I can't think of anything where they would matter.
So let me say that kicks, obviously, they stay on your admin record forever, whatever. They can be looked at when it comes to things such as, say, tester applications and whatnot. But when it comes to joining factions, getting side jobs, getting companies, business leases, I mean, I'm a part of all these teams, so I discussed applications and things like that. We don't really look for kicks. We mainly look at your admin jail and ban history. I mean, say, for example, there's two people applied for a lease. Their effort is exactly the same, and they're both acceptable. If somebody has a kick and the other person doesn't, and we only have one slot, the person without the kick will be chosen over the person with the kick. So they do mean something in that respect.
And that's a very valid point. What if the kick was wrong, for example?
Well, if the kick was wrong, then you've got admin reports, don't you?
Yes.
I mean,
but
there's a few admins.
Can you imagine this though? Somebody reporting some admin over a kick, right?
It happens and it gets resolved.
Does it though? Because I've had situations where even a jail or a ban wasn't resolved. And
have you got any examples?
Well, yeah. I mean, I brought this example up before, but I don't think I brought it up with you specifically. So no. I guess I'll bring it up again. It might annoy some people, but we're gonna try to do a little bit of a different perspective this time. So
yeah, no ball.
Right, let me try to think. Okay, so basically, I've had a situation where my character carried a gun illegally and shot somebody who was stabbing somebody else in the street, right?
I've seen this, and you got admin jail for pure reason to kill, wasn't it? Or getting involved in stuff
It was seeking reasons to DM. That was the formal reasoning.
Okay. Right, who was the admin again that jailed you for that? Because it was dealt with by...
We don't like to name names. We just like to look at the action on this show, right?
Fair enough, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. So, basically, like, my problem with that specific situation, why I still disagree with it, is the fact that when I messaged the administration later, they have confessed to me that the admin that had jailed me has confessed to me that there isn't enough evidence to definitively prove that I DM'd somebody or was seeking reasons to DM. All
So
there is speculation, right?
Can I interject quickly? When was
Okay.
this? What date was it?
When was this? Is this
Yeah,
what
when
you're
did it
asking?
happen?
This happened like 2 years ago at this point, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, right. I will fully agree with you that in the past, admin reports have not been dealt with properly. And my example is, I'm talking 2012, 2013. I was admin jailed and subsequently banned for a situation that the admin made a contradictory comment in, and a staff reported it and nothing was done. But I think recently there has been quite a few, I'm not going to name any specific examples, but there has been quite a few admins and even testers who have been removed over staff reports. Benimus is doing a great job dealing with them, I think. He's non-biased. I mean, see, since the whole management switch back in the whole coup in December or whatever you want to call it, I think it's been taken a lot more seriously and it's been dealt with instead of being brushed under the rug. There's a lot more transparency, even though things aren't public. You're Benimus will reply to you if you have a report and he'll tell you the reasons why it was dealt with or not dealt with.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're saying that things have improved,
Yeah,
even
definitely.
in as little as 1 and 2 years.
Yeah, definitely.
But how do you know this though? Like, what's your involvement with LSRP though?
Well, I'm not an LSRP staff, but I have been around the place for 10 years, and I'm friends with a lot of people who are or were staff. And I mean, let's take one person for example. He was an admin. He was staff reported, and it was dealt with, and he was removed.
That's just one example though. I mean, it's.
I mean, but
we
you're
can't
just giving
look
one
at
example.
Well,
So
I've had. Okay, let's go back to the. Okay, so let's just agree to. All right, so I'm still working on this whole host thing. Okay, LSRP improvements. So you're saying things have improved. I would generally agree with you. From what I've seen, things have generally improved. I haven't had a lot of specifically interaction with the admins, but I think there is still a big issue that I have a problem with. But it's a little off topic.
I'm happy to go there if you are. It's your show.
Okay, so how are you familiar? See, the thing is, I don't want to talk about it yet because I haven't resolved it completely. So okay, let's not talk about that.
I'd say if you haven't resolved it, don't speak about it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to the thing you mentioned before, where you said you should have harsher punishments because a lot of people mess around, right? That's what you said earlier. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you mean by harsher punishments? Do you think that administrators should look at the situation the same way, but then issue harsher punishments? Right? You don't think that? Okay. Let me rephrase my question. Do you think that an innocent player ever gets punished?
Yeah, I mean it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, admins can. Let's be honest here, right? I mean, even in real life, when people get charged with crimes, they're innocent. They get sent to prison. It's going to happen. I know that's a.
Like people spending life sentences and actually being executed.
No, yeah, I know. I know there's no relation there, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's going to happen no matter what.
Yeah, of course. Of course, even if you require physical evidence, which LSRP doesn't. They doesn't require physical evidence. They can just ban somebody on the word of the admin. Am I wrong?
Well, yeah. I do get that, and there is. I know a lot of other communities work differently. Whereas, well, if an admin bans somebody for hacking, the admin has to provide evidence. But see,
really?
Well, yeah, there are communities like that. I'm not going to name them, but it's more light roleplay communities and stuff where admins aren't. I mean, put it this way: to join the LSRP admin team, you have to first be an upstanding member of the community. You have to contribute, and then you have to apply for tester.
But they pick themselves, right? Qualifications aren't the only requirements. There's also the requirement that you have to be liked by the other admins. Basically.
I mean, I'm not going to dispute that. Obviously, there is some sort of I like this person, I'm going to say yes, or I don't like this person, I'm going to say no.
That's just the nature of human beings, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it happens in real life as well. There's favoritism everywhere, and you're never going to get rid of it. But
favoritism exists.
The fact that
it's the fact of life. I guess it
Yeah,
doesn't.
the applications are voted on though by every single member of the staff team, so testers and admins included. So you send in your application, it gets discussed, and then it gets discussed more, and then you either get brought onto the team or you don't. But I mean, the fact that they have to go through up 6 months to in some cases 18 months of tester duties before they actually become admins. So you know where I'm going with that. They're highly, they're not vetted, but they're more trustworthy
They're
than
cherry
say.
picked, basically, is what you were trying to say, right?
What's that? Sorry.
They're cherry picked. The admin, they look over the people, and if they know somebody, they're obviously gonna pick them over those they don't know. That's how it works. That's pretty normal in any group where you can pick anybody, how you want.
Yeah,
They have huge discretion in that, obviously.
Yeah, the point I was getting on to was the amount of situations that they deal with. It's it's not feasible to collect evidence for every single punishment they hand out. I mean, let's not lie, everything on LSRP that you do is logged. The logs will most likely get looked into if you do make a report, and you're obviously innocent until proven guilty, but it doesn't.
That's not true, though. Like that's not true in LSRP. Let's not get around.
No, in LSRP, it can't be like that. It's because, say you're in game, you shoot somebody, you think you have a valid reason, the other person thinks you don't. They report to the administrator, and the administrator has to get both of your stories and then make a decision off that, which is why a lot of DM reports don't get resolved, because you can't put word against word. And most of the times that there is a punishment handed out, there's not an investigation into it, but it's looked into. There has to be evidence. See foreign reports, for example. You have to have evidence.
See, the thing is, you're suggesting that punishments should be even harsher than they are right now. Right now, if somebody gets admin jailed, they cannot join any government organization for, I believe it's 2 months right now. And
it depends on the faction.
Yeah, that also severely impacts their ability to join the staff team, and it will impact pretty much anything they try outside of what, like anything that requires admin intervention, like admin permission, that will affect it, right? So it will limit what they can do on the server.
Yeah, and as it should be. But I mean, if somebody breaks the rules and gets punished for it, I mean, they spend time in the chimney, right? So they spend time in admin jail, but they also get punished by, you can't join X faction or Y faction, which is how it should be. If you break the rules, you should be like, that's how it should be. But in the case you're making, I believe, is if they get wrongly punished.
Yes.
And then that's why I
said.
So
that still happens even if they get wrongly punished.
Yeah, I mean, if it get wrongly punished though, and it gets turned over via a staff report, then I believe, I can't speak for the factions, I'm not in PD or SD or anything, but I believe that it can be looked into. If you are denied for that and then it gets turned over, there's possibility.
When it comes to PD in general and SD, they can deny you for literally any reason. You can not break any rules at all, and they can deny you anyway, because they can't do that.
It's their faction. They decide who joins. You know,
that's like
you decide to become staff on Roleplay Union. Am I right?
Well, yeah, you make a valid point. Absolutely.
How do you decide who gets to be staff on Roleplay Union?
Well, we usually have applications, and I look when or not they have experience. If they have experience that I can verify, they become moderator right away. If they don't have experience that I can verify, they become a helper first, and helpers don't really have any power. But,
right, so a helper is basically a tester then. So
basically.
How is your application process any different from LSRP's? If somebody's been punished,
we're not talking about the punishments right now. I'm more concerned about some member who gets punished, and then, because, sometimes a member can get punished without any evidence, and they try to appeal it. Do administrators remove the punishment if they can't prove guilt? No, they don't.
No, because at the end of the day, I mean, as bad as it sounds, an admin's word is worth more than a regular player's word. An admin volunteers their time and effort, and they generally are trusted members of the community.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to ask you a question though. Have you been recently denied from a law enforcement faction or anything like that for an
Why are
admin
you
record?
asking me that? I want to know.
No, I'm just asking because you obviously feel strongly about it, and you're
Well, the
advocating
thing
that.
we're
one of
going
the-
back
that's one
to
of-
the thing that I can't talk about because right now I'm,
Right, so I'll assume that's a yes then. It was just because you brought up that point and made that example of, like,
well, yeah.
if
But that's
admin
a
duties can't
slightly different subject in my opinion because we're talking about something that's in character wise. But besides the point, let's.
It's not in character though. I mean, they have IC and OOC requirements.
No, I
So
get that.
if you get denied for an admin record that's OOC, it's nothing
No,
to do
no,
with
no, no,
it.
no. That's not why I got denied. But look, let's not
No,
go off
I
topic
didn't even
here.
know. I didn't even know you'd applied and got denied. That's why I asked, have you? So, but yeah, let's
Let's
move
not
on.
talk about that right now because it's an ongoing issue, okay? And I'm trying to resolve it privately first. But right now,
Yeah,
I
that's
want to talk about your point that you made. So you said that punishments should be even harsher than they are right now, even though people can get punished for something that is absolutely not against the rules because
so
an admin thinks it is against the rules.
Okay, so your argument for not having stricter punishments is that sometimes, like, not very often, people get wrongly punished.
Yes.
Is that what you say?
And right now,
That's
the
not
server
really-
has 750 concurrent players for player slots, which get filled on the weekends.
Yep.
That means there's thousands of players on the server.
Uh-huh.
And a small amount of them will experience being punished unfairly. And they will
I have
zero
also been-
recourse.
I have been punished unfairly as well. There's not zero recourse. There's staff reports.
Well, yeah, there's staff reports, but again, it is not a recourse when an admin just says, no, it's a legitimate, I punished you legitimately, because they're trusted members. We just blindly trust them. We do not require any physical evidence from them. That's just how it is, right?
So, right. I get your point, but I think we're just kind of going round in circles on that one, because your argument for not having stricter punishments is that a small minority of people get wrongly punished.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, small
But-
minority will get
but what
unfairly
about-
punished and they will have zero recourse. That's my argument.
Yeah, definitely. But what about those who actually do violate the rules and they go around metagaming, DM, and breaking
there
all
we
sorts
go.
of different rules?
So what is more important? Making sure that 10 guilty people go to jail or making sure that one innocent person doesn't go to jail? What's more important?
Well, I mean, 10-1, you know.
So you
I mean,
think,
obviously,
okay.
ideally, in a perfect world, nobody would be unfairly punished.
Well,
Nobody
in
would be
a perfect world, nobody would be breaking any rules to begin with. We wouldn't need admins. So that's why a perfect world doesn't exist. But have you heard of Blackstone's ratio?
You're never gonna stop it, you know.
Okay. But my point is that the punishments are already pretty harsh. They limit what you're able to do in character-wise, in-game, and they will limit it forever. Because that admin record, they can't even remove anything from the admin record.
They can void it. I mean,
Yeah, they can
I mean,
add another entry, which will go into a different category. Because, for example, if you get jailed,
It
all
doesn't.
your admin jails are in one category, all your kicks are in another category. To avoid a jail, what they do is they kick you sometimes.
No, they don't.
That's not always. They sometimes kick you for like a minute.
But it's still there. You can match up the dates, and if you ever need to explain it, you can because it's there. I mean, I
Yeah,
can show
but then
a
you have
picture
to
of my admin
explain
record, like-
every single entry.
Well,
And
as
then
you
your
should.
your admin record just expands artificially. Like a third of my admin history is voiding another third of it. So my
Oh.
record looks 3 times as much as it's supposed to be.
Yeah, no, but see the people that review these applications, like for, say you apply for Tester, you apply for PD, SD,
Okay, before we get
DCR.
too much of sorry for interrupting you, but before we get too much of topic, so you said it's better to get 10 guilty people in jail than one innocent person, right?
I didn't say it was better.
Okay, so do you think it's better or not, or do you not want
I mean,
to comment?
My thing is here that
Because you said 10 to 1 as an argument, so I assumed you meant that it was better.
No, no, it's not better. It's just
Okay.
my argument here is that punishment should be stricter. It's not that more people should be punished. So that point, the point
But
you
the
made
thing
is
is,
irrelevant.
so we have the same amount of people getting punished, small minority of them are innocent players because we don't require physical evidence at all. Even if we did require physical evidence, there would still be a minority of innocent players because evidence can be deceiving, right? Evidence can be deceiving.
Unfortunately, that's life.
Yeah,
That's
but at least it's evidence. At least it's not. It. In my opinion, right? My argument is that it allows us to hold administration accountable, so that we don't just trust the word of the person that is issuing a punishment. Because, in my experience, if people can get away with something, then they will get away with it.
Why? In your case, I'm not asking you to go into details, but why would an admin go out of their way to punish you for no reason if you didn't do anything
the thing
wrong?
is, you're assuming that every malicious act or every innocent person punished was intentionally, like, maliciously punished, right? That's what you're thinking.
No, I know it's not.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You seem,
so that's my point.
I feel like you seem to think it is.
I don't think it is. I think it can be a mistake. But the point of the matter is, even if it is a mistake, there is zero recourse. There's nothing that can be done. If an admin thinks, if they assume that they saw something, even if it didn't happen, that doesn't matter. Because we don't require physical evidence. And let me bring your attention to Blackstone's ratio. Have you ever heard of Blackstone's ratio?
Care to enlighten me?
It's in criminal law, and right now
hold on, let me stop you right there. I brought up in real life courts and law, and you said it didn't apply. So why are you doing it now?
Wait, when did I say it didn't apply? When did I say it didn't apply?
I said earlier, like in real life, you get people that go to prison when they haven't committed a crime.
Right, yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that.
But then you said after this, that's not comparable. This is a game, not people going to death row. So how can you bring up real life criminal law?
When did I say it wasn't comparable? Well, if I did say it wasn't comparable, I didn't mean that innocent people don't, like, in what way not comparable? I'm not it's not comparable in the severity. That's the only way it's not comparable, but I don't recall saying that it wasn't comparable in the subject for which we're talking about. We're talking about I'm just trying to make sure that we don't have innocent people getting punished and then having zero recourse to appeal that punishment. There is not zero recourse. The staff reports for a reason. Yes, but again, they're not effective when an admin can just say, I am certain I saw them break a rule, and boom.
But there's proof that
they don't have to prove anything.
No, that's not what I'm saying. There's proof that the staff reports are effective because I personally know an administrator who was removed on the basis of a staff report.
You're claiming that you have proof that they are effective, 100% effective, right?
I didn't say they're 100%.
So you're saying that there are situations when an innocent person gets punished and they have zero recourse, right?
Sorry, say that again.
So you're saying that there are situations when an innocent person gets punished and they have zero recourse.
Well, so we've already established that an administrator's word is taken higher than a normal player's word, which is how it should be because of the vetting process that admins
I'm just asking a yes or no question. Are there situations where an innocent person gets punished and they have zero recourse? Yes
of course
or no?
There is.
There you go. That's my point.
But how do we stop that? What's your proposal to stop that?
My proposal is when we require physical evidence. When we require physical evidence, instead of basing everything on the admin's word, right, and requiring evidence from the victim to prove their innocence, we're requiring evidence from somebody we trust, somebody we can communicate, somebody we can train to collect evidence, and then punish the person. So that's my argument right now, is that an innocent person will only be acquitted if they have evidence themselves that they didn't do something. That's the only way to acquit yourself, is evidence that you didn't do something, right?
So let's say user one that you became an LSRP administrator. Say a report came in about somebody was metagaming and you believed one guy over the other. What would you do in that situation?
Well, what do you mean you believed? What evidence do I have?
Okay, let's go to a different one because that's a bit ambiguous. Let's say you're spectating somebody off the back of a report. Somebody pulls an M4 and then shoots somebody. What do you do? You've not got your recorder open, but you saw this guy blatantly gun down somebody. What do you do?
Well, you see, if he did it once, he's probably gonna do it again. So now
Okay.
I get my recorder ready.
No, that's not, no.
Why not?
But you can't do that because then.
Why not?
Right, let's say the original guy that he killed had an M4 on him. He had a Deagle. He had 100 grams of drugs.
So refund him.
No, but you can't refund him because.
Why can't I refund him? I can refund him and punish this guy later. Or wait until that other guy messes up again and
But
then
why
punish him and then refund the original guy.
Oh, no, but why should that guy have to wait? That guy was blatantly DM'd. You've witnessed it. And the guy's now crying in your PMs because he's lost all his guns. The guy that DM'd
Well, he shouldn't be
him was running
PMing an
around
admin
with
to begin with. He shouldn't be making
Right,
a report, but I get what you mean.
Let's not go there because
Look,
you would.
my point is that the alternative is that an admin can just pick out somebody who they don't like. Maybe they met them in real life. Maybe they.
Okay, but why would an admin do that? Let's be honest. Cause
What? Why would an admin do that? Because they can't get away with it. But okay, let's not bring up malice. Let's talk about somebody making a mistake. For example, an admin sees somebody blatantly scroll an M4 and DM somebody, but that person runs away, drops the M4 next to somebody who has the same skin. Admin, teleports. He couldn't see his ID, so he has to basically run there or fly there or however admins traverse. I don't exactly know. But basically, an admin sees it and he's convinced that this is the guy. That just DM'd somebody and ran away. But he isn't. He's just a guy that happened to be standing at the wrong place at the wrong time. So the admin bans that person, and that person, he was trying to get into PD. He was really excited. He was on the latest stages, but no, now he's banned and now he can't join for another 3 months or whatever. And and there's no recourse for him because an admin is certain that he is correct. Admin is certain that he is correct.
Right. So
and the person makes a report on the admin saying, "Hey, I was unfairly banned. I didn't kill that person." Okay, I guess this example is bad because there are laws.
If that is the case, then you post a ban appeal. The ban gets overturned. It gets voided.
No. Why would it get overturned if the admin is certain that he is correct? Why would it get overturned?
Right. So
the supervising admin goes to the admin. What if the admin that did this is a high ranked admin, and there are very few supervisors above him?
Like who? Because Benimus and then Martin.
Okay, let's not name names. So let's say it's the top admin. Let's say it's the top admin that saw this happen. Okay.
Okay, so the server owner's going around.
Yeah, the server owner was just doing this, and because they do sometimes. I know that they are sometimes administrating themselves.
If a server owner is handling reports with other admins on, I don't know what's going on there. But I mean,
well, no, he's not handling reports. He literally saw it himself. He literally saw the situation himself. Somebody shot somebody else.
Okay, then I'm sure he has the intelligence.
Blatant DM or whatever.
Okay, so the server owner sees somebody blatantly DM somebody, he punishes them. What more do you want from that?
No,
what else is he supposed
punished an innocent person.
But you just said he sees somebody blatantly DM somebody.
Yes, they saw him blatantly DM him. See, that's what I'm talking about. I just relayed information to you, and you perceived it differently than I relayed it. So there was a miscommunication already. No. Look, let me finish. So this is the situation, and somebody blatantly DMs somebody, then they run around the corner, and drop the gun next to somebody else who has the exact same skin. Then they quit.
I'm gonna just say one thing /log.
Okay,
everything is logged on LSRP.
Except I've had administrators tell me that they don't log who kills somebody after they disconnect. That's impossible to tell. That's a real thing that happened to me.
Everything on this.
So did the admin lie to me then? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not going to say that. I don't know the situation. So is this what happened to you? Is this genuinely your situation?
This is not genuinely my situation. I'm bringing up one hypothetical in which a person can get mixed up. Also, why would an admin bother going through the logs if he's convinced that this is the person? Okay, to be honest, in your fairness, if there is a report, if the person bothers making a report, because they don't always bother making a report, but whatever, if they do bother making a report, appealing, they might go through logs. They might go through logs and actually check to see who actually killed somebody. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Let's come up with a different situation. For example,
Wait, so before we go on to another situation, do you agree with me that, I mean, let's be honest, unless the admin is severely incompetent, in which case he will most likely be removed very quickly, but it's pretty much impossible for you to kill somebody, blatantly DM them, run around the corner, have the same skin as somebody, drop your gun beside them, and then log off.
people
It's
make
impossible.
mistakes. You just mentioned your
hang on.
excuse for okay, fine. Finish your point.
Yeah, let me finish. So that guy runs around the corner. There's a random guy standing there for some reason in the same skin, doing nothing. You drop your gun beside him, and the DMer logs out. The admin's not going to go, oh look, there's a gun beside this guy. He must have killed him. No, if he has a
Why
concern.
wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? It looked like he dropped the gun.
No, because then he would do /log. It shows every command you do. It shows every player you've killed.
Okay.
See when somebody kills somebody on LSRP, it sends a warning to all admins online. So how do you think the catch?
What if that person picked up the gun? What if the person picked up the gun?
Then that person still didn't kill them though. It tells the admin handling.
Yeah, if they check the logs, absolutely.
No, they don't have to check the logs because it comes up a warning. What do you mean exactly?
Wait, warning? There's a warning for when somebody picks up a gun?
No, there's a warning for when somebody kills somebody. So say the guy gets DM'd and he reports somebody just killed me. It literally will be on the admin screen. X killed Z.
No,
So
I didn't know that.
no chance.
Okay, so I've made a bad example. Okay, but you have already agreed that there are situations where an innocent person can get punished. And again, my point being is that over time, as more situations happen, there will be more and more innocent people getting punished, no matter how long they've been in the community. So the longer you play LSRP, you're pretty much guaranteed to attain a record. You're guaranteed to get some false punishment. And I am thinking maybe there's an alternative where you can enforce, at least minimize that. Minimize it to, because the gray area right now is huge. People for example, did you know that, we know that you're not allowed to roleplay coronavirus on LSRP, right?
Mm.
Do you know to which extent you can't roleplay it? Can you roleplay? Can you not roleplay having it, or can you not roleplay it at all? Even mentioning it.
Okay, so if you read the server rules, it falls under disgusting roleplay. You cannot run around doing /me coughs on X, giving him coronavirus. You can roleplay the existence of coronavirus, which the government are currently doing, but you can't roleplay going around and infecting people because that just breeds trolls. People are dealing with it in real life. Nobody wants to come in a game and go, oh, somebody's coughed on me and now I have coronavirus in game. Oh,
okay,
shit.
so this is good. So let's have a look at the disgusting roleplay rules real quick, okay? I'm looking at it right now. I will refresh the page so that everybody can see that I'm not changing anything. So disgusting roleplay, lsrp.com. Unless prior other character permission is given by all parties involved, the following is strictly forbidden on the server: rape, cannibalism, pedophilia, bestiality, necrophilia, dismemberment, sexual harassment, any type of sexual roleplay including touching someone inappropriately. If prior other character permission is given by all parties involved, the roleplay must happen away from anybody else where it will not potentially be interrupted. Subjecting others to see disgusting roleplay falls under this rule. Punishment: temporary or permanent ban depending on severity. Blah blah blah. If you can't, if you feel uncomfortable, you're allowed to, tell everybody to stop. Okay, so that's the rules. I want you to note something. There isn't a single mention of COVID-19 or coronavirus in there.
Okay,
hold on, before you continue, I will acknowledge where they did mention it, and it's in the server announcement. So here is the server announcement. Okay. Alright, let me go have a look. Alright. Hey everyone, as you're aware, there's currently a virus going on viral all over the world. People are dying, countries are closing their borders, schools are closing down, and people are being sent home from work. A lot of people are anxious about getting the virus themselves, and this situation is affecting us all in a way we've never expected before. By the way, I just want to say, I very much agree with this decision that this should fall under disgusting roleplay, but it doesn't. You just said it does, but I just read the disgusting roleplay rules. Okay, let's just finish reading it, okay? The past few days, we've seen an increase in players role-playing having coronavirus, COVID-19. Some are using the virus in-game to try to pass it all on the virus to viral faction members, and some are trying to force others to roleplay becoming infected after being coughed upon. We have decided that roleplaying having the virus is going against the disgusting roleplay rule. Okay, so there it is.
There you go.
Yes, but the problem that I have with this is that what are the expectations of a person to know, like, what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do, right?
Let's see. How easily did you find this announcement?
Well, I actually didn't. I don't regularly look at these announcements because I have no like notification that pops up whenever a new one arises. I actually learned it through an in-game announcement, which I was lucky to hear an in-game announcements because they're not like every day. They're not every day. So if I didn't play that time, I wouldn't have heard that announcement.
Let me
imagine. Hold on, before we continue. Imagine there's a new player who goes in, he reads all of the rules in the in-game rules section, which do not ever feature COVID-19 at all, right? Just to check, just to double check, okay? I'm gonna go back to the rules section and I'm gonna search coronavirus and COVID-19, just to double check, right? Before you continue, right? Just let me finish my point. I'll let you finish your point. Okay, so, okay, why is it taking so long? Okay, right, so, coronavirus, nothing. COVID-19, nothing. Okay, so at no point is COVID or coronavirus mentioned in the rules section. Not in some kind of temporary rules subsection, not in disgusting roleplay, never. It is mentioned in the announcements, which again, there's no kind of like a notification that pops up. Nothing like that, or is there? Can you correct me?
Okay, yeah. So I'll speak now.
Okay.
Let's
hold on. Answer my question. Is there a notification that pops up when an announcement is made on LSRP?
You can subscribe for email notifications for it. It's not on by default, but you can get notifications.
So most people will not have it. Most people won't.
So let's move on to my point, right?
Okay, so hold on. Let me actually finish my point. My point is that why is it not in the rules section? Because in my expectations for role playing is that I read the rules sections, I understand the rules. That's the minimum expectations that I would have from a player. And the player would not see anything about coronavirus. So imagine somebody doesn't see anything about coronavirus in the rules section and they decide to, I don't know, promote how, serious and dangerous this is, and accidentally roleplay passing it in game without knowing, without hearing about the announcement, without seeing any notification in game because they don't happen all the time. Because who would expect announcements to always have the necessary rules that you need to follow? No, you expect the in-game rules section to have that. Okay, so now you can make your point.
Okay, brilliant. So I know you spent a while explaining your point there, but I'm just going to debunk it very quickly. So I'm on the LSRP forums now. You follow along with me, all right? Go to forum.lsrp.com.
Yep.
Click on server information. Right, it's loading. Click on rules and rule updates. Scroll down. Before you even reach in-game rules, there is a big global announcement: role-playing coronavirus. You click that. Role-playing having the virus is going against the disgusting roleplay rule. Do you really want them to go through that thread and add every single infectious disease in the world? John?
No, of course
rape,
not.
Child molestation. Okay, so what's your point?
My point is that they could add a small point, like a temporary rule or something like that. If it is in disgusting rules, why not go to disgusting rules of the rules section and put it there? Bestiality, rape, sexual assault, coronavirus. Why not put it there?
So what's your problem with this? Do you want to go in game and cough on people?
No, of course not. My point is that somebody new who just joins, because this server is big. This server is bigger than anything, and there's a lot of new players coming in because this is a big server now. Somebody can, for example, miss that announcement very easily because, well, frankly, I'll be honest with you, I always ignore these announcements.
Because that's your problem.
Well, yeah, but again, why is it an expectation of me to always read every single announcement?
Well, you want to be kept informed, surely. I mean, your point was a new player comes to the server. The new player has to find the rules to apply.
Yes.
So before he even gets to the rules, he sees the announcement. And if a new player wants to sign up to come in and cough on people to give them coronavirus, then Fuck him. He should be banned and he
But
should
he
not
can
be allowed to
easily
play on this.
miss it. He can again. By example that I brought up was
He can
there's
easily miss it.
somebody genuinely trying to
hold on.
raise
hang
awareness
on.
of coronavirus. That's what I'm talking about.
Say
Genuinely
that
trying
again. He
to.
missed the what?
That's the point. That people have different perspectives, and some people might not come in coughing on other people just to
Okay,
troll
so they're
on
not
them.
going to get punished then, are they? They're
Why
not going to come
not?
and cough on.
Because
Dude,
what if they cough by accident? What if they cough by accident?
Okay, /me coughs, not /me coughs in X's face giving him COVID-19. You're not going to get banned for doing /me coughs. What's your point? Like,
Hold on. I don't get that though.
what do you not get? It's really simple.
No, the point that we have, my expectations, my minimum expectations of a player is that they read the rules section, right? But the LSRP expectations are that they read the rules section and they read the announcements.
It is your
I don't
own
think
responsibility to read announcements.
So who says that? Where does it say that it is my responsibility to read every single announcement on LSRP?
So my rebuttal to that would be: should it be listed on LSRP forums? Oh, user 1, it's 5:14 p.m. You must take a shit in 6 minutes. Does the LSRP forum need to dictate your life? I mean, it's common sense. An announcement gets posted.
Again, we're going back to the common sense, my friend. Common sense is
people who
such a
lack
good
common
excuse.
sense should not be on this server.
So listen, common sense is subjective from person to person. Do you
Common
disagree
sense
with
is
me?
severely lacking, I think, here in this debate.
That is, again, you're changing the topic. Do you agree or disagree that common sense is subjective from person to person, from experience to experience?
I mean, sure, the common sense of somebody with an IQ of 5, he might think his common sense is fine, but then somebody with a normal IQ...
So yes or no,
says different.
is common sense subjective from person to person? Is it different from person to person? Yes or no?
Quite obviously, yeah.
So, why not? We'll look at your point. Okay, common sense explains everything. Why not replace the in-game rules section? I'm gonna do this right now, okay? Let me listen to your advice. Common sense will explain everything, right? So why don't we just do this real quick, okay? I'm just gonna inspect this. We don't need all this. Where's the text bit?
Hello?
Inspect. There we go. So, okay. Just get rid of all this and just say common sense. There we go. Hello, can you hear me? It didn't work. Okay, well, whatever. My point is that why not replace every single rule with just do good things and don't do bad things? Hello? What's happening? What is happening? Oh, Jesus. Oh, am I being DDoSed again? I might be. Hold on, let me just change IPs real quick. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Testing.
Hello?
Okay, nice. We're back. So I'm getting DDoSed again. The good old roleplay union had to change IPs. Okay, we're back. But my point is that why not then change the rules section to just do good things, don't do bad things, if common sense is such a great thing and tells us everything. My point is that if something is not allowed, it should be in the rules section. That's my entire point. Do you disagree with me? What is happening? Okay, we're having some technical issues right now, apparently. Okay, apparently we're having some technical issues. Oh, jeez. What can we do?
Hello? Hello?
I think you're just messing with me at this point. Can you genuinely not hear me?
No, I can hear you now. My internet disconnected. I'm back.
Okay. Alright, so basically, did you hear my point?
No, sorry, I can't.
Okay. So my point is, we can, if common sense is such a great thing, then why not replace the rules section with just do good things, don't do bad things? Because, you know, common sense dictates what's good and what's bad, right?
Didn't really say that, but...
No,
I mean,
but
you want to remove the entire rule list and just say whatever you think's common sense, you go for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point that you made, right? We don't need to put
It's
things
really
that we
not the
can't
point.
do in
My point was it's common sense to read announcements. My point wasn't it's common sense what rules should and shouldn't.
Okay, but why would a new player read announcements?
Because I literally
They
told
just
you
want
a
to
new
go in the
player,
game as fast as possible. They are not gonna bother reading every nook and cranny of the
a
forum.
new player has to scroll past the announcement to read the rules.
Yeah, but they will miss them because they don't care about them. Also, they don't necessarily need to
Well-
scroll past them because
well, that's their
there is a
point.
shortcut on the main page. There's a shortcut straight to the in-game rules, and they never have to scroll past them.
Where's that? I see
Well,
rules and rule updates. I don't see in-game rules. I still have to scroll past the announcement.
Okay,
It's
fair
right at the
enough.
top of the
Alright,
page.
you made a valid point. You have to scroll past them, but you can still miss them. And
Okay, you can still miss them. Okay,
you
so-
might read role-playing coronavirus, but might not actually read it because you expect everything that you can and cannot do to be listed in the in-game rules section.
Okay, yeah, you can't expect everything that you can and cannot do. That's why there's a common sense rule. But the thing about coronavirus
There
is
isn't a common sense rule. There's a common courtesy
yes,
rule.
there is. Sorry, common courtesy. Okay,
That's
you
a
got me
different
there.
thing. That's a slightly different thing.
yeah,
Common
so-
courtesy is
okay,
how
okay,
you
okay,
how
you
you
got me there.
approach different people, how you behave with different people, the attitude that you have with different people.
Okay, yeah, I'm fully aware of that rule. My bad. I
Okay.
forgot it was common courtesy, not common sense. My
So
bad, dude.
my point is that
Okay,
if
no.
it's-
Can I finish my point? Right, let's go back to
okay,
you're saying.
finish
you're
your
saying
point. Finish your point.
this is all saying you're all basing this on a new player joins LSRP,
Yes.
gets jailed for role-playing the coronavirus when he wasn't aware. Why
Yes.
was said player role-playing coronavirus in the first place? See if you do /me has coronavirus, you're a dumb troll. There's no reason to roleplay having it. If somebody does /me coughs, they're coughing. They're not.
So
infecting.
you assume that anybody that does /me has coronavirus in any situation is a troll.
Yes.
Okay. So what if somebody genuinely wanted to roleplay having a coronavirus because
Why would you want to roleplay having an infectious disease?
because characters with flaws are the most interesting characters because they're realistic.
Having an infectious disease is not a flaw. It's an illness.
It's not a flaw. How
No,
is
it's
an
an
illness
illness.
not a flaw?
Dude, I work for the COVID-19 response service in real life. I deal with this
Okay.
shit every day, so I don't want. I mean, why
Okay,
are
okay,
people
that
gonna
is
come
that is
against-
very admirable. Thank you for your service. Genuinely mean that. But I don't see how a character without a flaw is. Well, you see, a lot of people roleplay characters without flaws, and I honestly despise that. All of my characters have some
me
sort of
too.
a
I mean,
flaw, not an infectious disease. But again, what if somebody wanted to try that out? I feel like roleplay provides this opportunity for creative people to create
Okay.
interesting characters and
Roleplay have-
like address
roleplay
current
having-
events.
Roleplay having a chest infection, roleplay having a broken leg. Don't roleplay a current.
Well,
Don't
why
roleplay
not?
something that's a current global because it's a current global pandemic. It's got no
Okay.
place in a game.
Okay, again, that is. Some people may be offended by that, and
I'm not offended,
absolutely
it's just
understand
dumb.
that. No. I'm not saying you are. Some people may be. That's the
Some
point.
people,
right?
yeah, sure.
And but the point is, somebody might decide to do it and have good intentions of role
What
playing. Do you disagree with
Okay.
me?
We're going around in circles here, mate. Like,
So
if somebody
so
roleplays
yeah,
having-
just yes or no. Do you think?
it's not a yes or no answer. It's not a
What
yes
do you
or no
mean?
question.
What do you mean? Okay. Let me rephrase
Rephrase
that
your
so that
question.
it can so that it's clearly a yes or no.
Okay,
Can there
so let's
be
see.
one person who role plays having
Yes.
coronavirus? Okay, there you go. So we acknowledge that a person can role play coronavirus and just have genuinely good intentions. But it seems
But
like,
they're
like they
not-
have
they're not
bad
gonna get
intentions,
punished.
and we go back to the point that I made originally. Administrators can punish anybody they think are breaking the rule.
Okay, so let me.
Whether or not it's
let
in the
me-
rules section,
hold
it
on.
doesn't matter.
Stop shouting! You nearly bust my eardrum there, right? So let me go. Let me read this
Well, you
announcement,
keep
right?
interrupting me, so that's why I'm
Well,
losing my
because you won't
voice.
let me make a point, but okay.
Okay,
So the
make your
past,
point.
okay, thank you. So let me read why the rule came into place, right? The past few days, we've seen an increase in players role-playing having the coronavirus, COVID-19. Some are using this, some are using this virus in-game to try to pass on the virus to rival faction members, or some are trying to force others to roleplay becoming infected after being coughed upon. We have decided that role-playing having the virus is going against the disgusting roleplay rule out of respect for the people this disease is affecting every day.
Yes.
Which is pretty much everybody on the planet at this point, and thus no one will be allowed to roleplay having the disease.
Okay.
I mean...
Yeah, that's the announcement, but again, the point is they can miss the announcement. But okay, what's your point? Sorry, what's your point?
I mean, why would you want to roleplay having COVID-19?
So you just said that a person can roleplay COVID-19 and have good intentions.
They can,
yes?
but why?
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So what's your point? That's not the counter argument you're making. A person can roleplay COVID-19 and have
let me
good
make
intentions.
a counter argument then that you might understand, right? Somebody wants to roleplay flying a shamal into Sand Tower. There's a good intentions.
So you're comparing a terrorist attack to having an infectious disease that a lot of people do have. See, a terrorist attack takes a lot of preparation, takes a huge amount of determination, and is clearly massively disruptive. It's hugely disruptive.
Oh my god! What, in a fucking global pandemic isn't? A global
serious? Pandemic does not take huge preparation from a human being. It does not take huge amount of involvement, and it's very realistic, and it's not massively disruptive when it's realistic.
Okay, but can somebody wanting to roleplay a terrorist attack have good intentions?
Sure, but we're not talking about somebody roleplaying a terrorist attack. What if somebody roleplaying a terrorist attack wants to raise awareness about terrorists? Anything can happen.
Oh my god, you did not just make that argument.
I'm not arguing about that in general. Anything is possible in this world, but the point I'm making is this: if something's against the rules, it should be in the rules section.
Oh my god!
Do you disagree? Yes or no?
There is a rule for it. It's just not. Do you want to? So as I said,
it's not. The rule for
listen to me, mate. Listen.
Yes.
There is a rule. It's called disgusting roleplay. That's clarified. That's clarified in the announcement. Do you want that? As I asked you before, do you want them to add every single infectious disease, everything of disgust?
No. Okay, because you're allowed to roleplay infectious diseases other than coronavirus. You can just add coronavirus in there. See, if you look back at the rule, I'm gonna mute you. If you look back at the rule, disgusting roleplay, it's very clear what exactly it entices, and it doesn't mention coronavirus. It never mentions coronavirus. It only mentions sexual stuff and dismemberment.
Okay.
It doesn't mention anything else. Also, I just realized my mute key doesn't work. That's okay. Thank you for letting me know. But my point is that if it's against the rules, it should be in the in-game rules section. It is not It should not be a responsibility of a player to look through all of the announcements when they can be missed so easily. That's my argument. So my question to you: if should everything that a player can and cannot do be in the rules section? Yes or no?
Okay, can you hear me now? If you're muted,
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so if a rule is present and it's punishable, it should be known. There should be somewhere that you should be able to find out about that rule, which there is. There's an announcements thread. I said to you, would you like to add every single definition of disgusting roleplay? So rape, child molestation.
They did. They added every single definition of what they mean by disgusting roleplay, except COVID-19.
Okay, so disgusting roleplay is objective.
No, it's not. They listed every single thing. The only thing that's subjective in there may be sexual harassment. I mean, it depends on whether the person consented, right? To the act that somebody took. That is a whole another kind of worms that we don't want to open right now. But they listed clearly anything that encapsulates disgusting roleplay. It's not subjective because it's listed, and they don't say etc. at any point. They don't say and similar things at any point. They listed everything there, so it's not subjective.
I said to you, what is disgusting to one person and to another person is subjective. The rule thread isn't subjective, but what's classed as disgusting is subjective. So I find pedophilia disgusting. You might not.
I do.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you don't.
You said I might not, but look, the point is that every single community can define what they mean by disgusting. We're talking about the context of LSRP rules, which has clearly defined disgusting rules. And according to the in-game rules section, it does not feature COVID-19. Now, I respect the choice that LSRP has made to not roleplay COVID-19. Because especially of the disgusting way that people have been using that. Let me make that clear. I agree that it should be considered disgusting roleplay. But if it is, it should be on this list. Even if temporarily, it should be on this list. And your counter argument that you keep making, should we add every infectious disease there? What does every infectious disease have to do with it? We're only talking about COVID-19. You're going off topic again. That's my argument.
Mate, there's literally an announcement, a global forum announcement.
Yes, which can be easily missed. So again, we're going back to the question: should everything you're allowed and not allowed to do be in the rules section? Yes or no?
No, because it's impossible.
No. Okay. So
Bible.
You're saying that not everything has to be in the rules section. It can be off in another announcement, and we can have another announcement over there at another time. And if it's buried somewhere, well, it's their fault that they don't know. A new player joins in, they read through the rules section, they don't expect that they need to read an announcement, because nowhere does it say that they need to read every announcement. Nowhere does it say that, to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, but I think a player is gonna only expect to read the rules section and know everything they're allowed and not allowed to do. But clearly that's not the case. Clearly. They also need to read every announcement. They also need to read whatever else where admins might be putting rules, hiding them in the forums, cherry picking them.
Right. User one, I'm holding the talking pillow, right? I'll tell you when you can have it back. Your original point here was that new players join, they might not know about coronavirus and they get punished. I think everybody is in agreement that fair enough, if you want to roleplay having a disease, you can. But while there is a global pandemic going on, which thousands of people are dying from every single day, there's no need to do that. Wait until it's over if you want to roleplay having COVID, if you have such a fascination with it. But not going to get imprisoned. You made the example that if somebody done /me coughs, they would get into trouble. No, they won't. If they do /me coughs infecting Jonathan with coronavirus, then yes, they would get in trouble because it's stupid, it's trollish, it's going against the disgusting roleplay rule, which is clearly clarified on the forums. If you search coronavirus,
in an announcement,
it's still on the forums. If you search coronavirus, but that's not the point.
So again, you're expecting a person to know that a rule has been in place, even if they read the entire rules section and haven't seen it there. You're expecting them to just spot the announcement, even though people can easily miss an announcement. What I'm saying is, again, I guess the point that we have reached is the point of disagreement. That you think that we can just put rules wherever we want in a forum. If it's an announcement, it doesn't have to be put in a rules section.
This is temporary. This is a temporary thing.
It's why not make a temporary rules? Why not just add temporary rules?
Why would you make temporary rules? There's so much needless drama, and then people are going to be checking it every single day. It's dumb. There's an announcement that was announced in game, which you even admitted that you held.
What did I admit?
You admitted that you saw an announcement in game. So
I saw it after I went in game, and I saw an announcement I saw an in-game announcement, not the forum announcement. But those in-game announcements are not every day. I was lucky to see it.
That forum has been at the top of the LSRP forum, which is frequented by pretty much every player, for over a month now. It's been 35 days that announcement's been up. It's been viewed.
Not every player frequents the forum.
I didn't say every, I said almost. There was 8,000 people have viewed that thread. So, dude, you're not listening. You're not going to change your view on this. Okay, fair enough.
No.
Every permanent.
It's not the fact that I'm not listening. It's not the fact that I'm not listening. Sorry, I will interrupt you here. Because the point that I want to say is that we disagree on this topic, but it doesn't mean that I don't listen to you. I absolutely agree that majority of people that go play coughing on others with an infectious disease while actually real people are dying from it, that's disgusting, absolutely. But the point I'm making is simply that every single rule should be in the rules section. Every single enforceable rule should be in the rules section. You disagree with that. You disagree with that.
I did not disagree.
You just did. That's the point. You just did. But you said it's in an announcement, so it shouldn't be in the rules section. Yes or no?
Oh, dude, honestly, like
Yes or no,
I don't
man?
know. Mate, I've already answered that question. You've asked it about six
Yes.
times. Just look at your chat, dude. Everybody's saying COVID-19 shouldn't be in roleplay. You guys say
I agree with them. I agree they shouldn't be in the roleplay.
so.
I
why
agree.
get so
I'm
heated?
saying that it should be put in the rules section, that it's not roleplayed.
Shout at me again, son, and you're gonna regret it, alright? But listen,
Don't threaten me. Listen,
that
we're
wasn't
gonna
a
get.
threat, dude.
Okay, look, let's agree to disagree on this one. You
Okay,
think
yeah,
that
let's move
because
on.
it's an announcement, it shouldn't be in the rules section. I think everything should be in the rules section. Okay, let's agree to disagree. Fair
Okay,
enough.
we'll agree to disagree. Let's move on. What's the
Alright.
next point? I'm enjoying this. I'm having good fun here.
All right. Well, I guess I really should get more people through though. We're talking for 45 minutes, and we
I
really,
mean, I think I've been talking for about 10. You've been talking for 35. Let's be
sure. I
honest.
mean, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I'm still learning the whole host thing, and we've been disagreeing a lot.
Yeah, I can tell.
To be fair, I think in the 45 minutes, I think maybe I talked like 25 minutes, and you also somehow talked 25 minutes. Because we've been talking
Well,
over each other for quite a bit
25
as well. Just like
25 plus-
you're doing right now, which is my
The
exact
25
point.
plus 25 is 50. We've only been talking for 45, so how can we both have talked for 25 minutes? That's 50
Because
minutes,
we
dude.
talk over each other. That's my point.
Fair enough. You got me there. That's a
Okay.
good point.
Anyway,
Right,
I think I'm gonna move on to the next person. Thank you so much for coming. Even though we disagreed quite heavily, we had a
No
bit of a
bother, mate.
heated
But-
debate.
I will give you one tip, right? See when you're hosting somebody and they're trying to get a point, do not talk over them, man. It's so annoying.
Well, I'm just trying to, because I try to finish a point and you start talking while I'm talking, and that's when it gets a little heated. So I'm still getting used to that. You know, I'm trying to learn to finish my point without having to talk over somebody else. But you know, it is what it is. You know, it's not gonna be perfect for them to get go. But yeah,
That's no bother, fam. Also, one last thing before I go, I'm not too sure about the dress choice, mate. You should put on a shirt maybe if you're going to wear a suit jacket.
what the t-shirt.
If you're wearing a suit jacket, at least put a shirt and a tie on, man. Come on, make a wee bit of
I
effort.
used to. I wore a green shirt before you, and you're probably right. Yeah, I'll wear it next time. Hey, thank you for
bro.
the suggestion.
Yeah.
And even though we
Alright.
disagreed, we still had an interesting conversation.
It was good fun, mate. Shit.
I did like the. What did you think? Hold on, before you go, what did you think about my argument that? Hold on. Okay. 10. What's more important? Let's go back to the. Let's quickly. I just want your opinion. What if you had to choose, right, between making sure 10 guilty people get punished and one innocent person goes free? What would you choose?
Do you want me to be honest here?
Yes.
I think I would rather chemically castrate myself and fuck myself
Well, that's not.
afterwards than
No,
answer
you
that
can't
question.
choose that. You only have two choices.
I plead the fifth on that one. I'm not answering this question again.
Okay. All right. Well,
'Cause
thank
you-
you.
you
So
don't
we
understand my
concluded
point.
that that's a difficult choice to make, right?
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, thank
I'll
you.
let you go right and talk to somebody else, but give me a shout for the next one. This has been fun.
Awesome, man. It's gonna be the same time next week. Take care, man.
I'll make sure to be there. See you later. mate.
Awesome. Take care.
Bye.
Well, that was very informative. We did disagree on a lot of things, and we had a heated discussion. And I think I got a little too heated there. I gotta learn to chill out sometimes. I do absolutely agree that COVID-19 should not be roleplayed, especially like a. I definitely agree it should be considered a disgusting roleplay, like a thing that you could consent to roleplaying with somebody, but not force people into roleplaying because it is a sensitive topic. I would call it a sensitive role, not disgusting role, but a sensitive role. But whatever. All right, topic and bacon. Well, I guess we can just type. We got Big Bear. He has a longer name, but I'm just gonna call him Big Bear. Alright, Big Bear, how you doing? How you doing, Big Bear? You've been waiting for quite a while. Big Bear, how you doing? You there still?
Yes, my nigga.
Guys, I guess this goes back to the topic of. This goes back to the topic of. I didn't ban him, to be clear. I just kicked him. But this goes back to the topic of what was that? The common sense thing. Apparently, it's not common sense that you shouldn't say the N word doing a live stream on a YouTube channel. But okay, you shouldn't do that. I should make it clear. All right. Nerd Gear God. Here we go. And we do have a rule against that, to be clear. It's one of the serious offenses, okay? But whatever. Alright, Nerd Gear God. Here we go. Did he just change his name? Yeah, he did. Okay. Why did he change his name to that, man? I'm just gonna go with his first name. Sorry, I'm not gonna bother changing it again. How do you want me to call you? Do you want me to call you by your new name or your old name?
New name, please.
I'm gonna
Hear
call
me, by the way.
you. I'm gonna call you Monoclear. Thermonuclear. Okay?
Can I be thermonuclear butt blast?
Why do you want to be that? Like, I'm trying to make this PG, man.
Oh, well,
Why are
I
you
mean,
changing your name literally as you're like about to stream, man? This isn't
oh, this is
supposed to be
just
about
this
you,
is
man.
just a old account that I wanted to change. I wanted to update my name.
Okay, man. Well, how long have you been on Roleplay Union?
Actually, I've been here since the start, for actually quite a long time. At least 3-4 months.
Nice. Okay. So why did you join to begin with? Let's talk about that.
I noticed that you were hosting a new talk, so I wanted to join. I have no idea what the topic is, though.
Okay. Well, we're going to be talking about room for improvement that generally we can make from different roleplay sources. Like from the previous conversation, we realized that some people disagree on the subject of whether something should be in the rule section or not. Geez, what did we come to? I really gotta work on these conclusions better. What was the conclusion from the previous one? The previous one was that it's a difficult discussion of whether it's better to punish 10 guilty people or let one innocent person go. Right? That was the conversation that we had. But we did reaffirm that innocent people do get punished on roleplay servers, and it does significantly impact like their abilities to join certain factions and do all kinds of stuff. So I guess that's just a reaffirmation of what we already knew. But what would you want to talk about? What do you think is what kind of roleplay servers are you a part of?
Out of United States roleplay.
Oh, the one that I advertised recently. Nice.
Yes.
That's
I
actually not a
started
hardcore
playing after
roleplay
you
server.
advertised. Sorry?
That's not a hardcore roleplay server though.
Yeah, but I'm also an LSRP.
Ah, okay, so that's how you joined. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so that's what I found interesting about United States roleplay is, despite it not being a hardcore roleplay server, they had pretty high standards, like even at times higher than Los Santos roleplay and Red County roleplay. But yeah, what do you think are the biggest like issues on your server right now?
LSRP.
On LSRP, you can talk about United States roleplay as well if you want. It's a pretty good
Well,
server.
I don't really like United States roleplay because I think the server is actually trash, and I would much rather play LSRP.
Okay, well, why don't you play LSRP? Are you banned or something?
Oh, I'm completely fine to play LSRP.
Okay.
I just wanted to check it out.
Okay, so what do you think is the biggest issue on LSRP then?
Well, I think the biggest issue has to be, definitely the fact that like there's so many different rules that aren't actually a part of the rule list. I think
Are you
that's
just
the
saying that
biggest.
because I made that point last time, or do you genuinely agree with me?
Of course, I genuinely believe so. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm here.
Okay. So why do we need to put every rule in the rules section? Okay, why don't we just have it? It's in the announcement though, right? What's wrong with that?
Oh, I personally don't even check the forums at all.
But the rules are on the
I
forums.
used to, but yeah, I know. But I've been playing on the server for so long, and I don't think I really need to check the rules anymore. I get it that they get updated every now and then, but I don't really care
Okay.
because
So you're saying
I'm
you
down
don't
to
know the
take an admin
rules.
jail if I have to.
So you're saying you don't care about the rules and that you'll get admin jailed if you have to.
Sorry?
So you're saying you don't care about the rules and you'll get admin jailed if you have to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting
Well,
point of view. But I guess
like
it's not.
basically, I've been in gangs throughout like my time on LSRP. I'm a gang role player, and I
Okay.
usually start factions with my friends, and like there's a huge bond between us, and sometimes you kind of have to like go to the dark side and maybe use a name bot or wall hack a little bit, or maybe
Oh
metagame.
no 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 man no. Ew no.
I mean, it's all for the faction and for the roleplay.
What do you mean it's for the faction and for the roleplay? That doesn't make any sense. How is it for
Well,
the roleplay? Can you
well,
explain
have
that?
you ever been in an illegal faction, man?
Yes, I have been.
Okay, so like every faction, it's like a DM server kind of with text and so on, and all of the factions are basically trying to fight each other for control of the areas and so on.
I did,
And
yeah, something like that.
and if you
But
want your
people are
factions to
genuinely
win, you
role
kind of have
playing
to.
though. That's the thing. It's not just a DM server when people are genuinely making characters and are role playing though. That's where I would have to disagree with you.
I mean, when you get to the nitty gritty, you kind of have to like be ready to.
You have to have good skills in the
And
shooting if you want to actually win gunfight because you actually use the in-game
if you
system for
use an
gunfights.
aimbot,
It's
you
not
don't.
like you stop mid gunfight and start typing out me's. So in that sense, it can be seen as a DM server sometimes. I agree with you, but this DM mentality, it's an interesting thing to look at because it's such a big issue on LSRP. So is so you
Yeah,
find
mentality.
you find the shooting more fun than the role playing, right?
Well,
More than
yeah.
typing. Okay, let me
Well, it
rephrase. You
depends on
find
what
the
the role
shooting
play
more
is.
than typing, right? Because technically you're still role playing while you're shooting, but yeah, better than
Yeah. I mean, I
typing.
was just about to say that like uh it depends on what sort like shooting is role play, but it depends on what the role play is. Like if I'm gonna have to sit around, role playing drinking or eating in a burger shop, or role playing with cops, or getting pulled over or something like that. I mean, it's fucking boring as fuck. No, but who wants to even do that? I just want to shoot everybody and so on. So that's why you
Well,
usually back
that can,
channel
that
me.
can anything can get boring. In my opinion, if you shoot people all the time, that will get boring at some point. I
I
know
mean, I've been playing
combat
that
is
for so
naturally
long.
kind of, diverse and it allows for different situations and it's very challenging. But at the same time, if that's all you do, why not just play on a DM server?
Well, the damage system on LSRP is better than in most DM servers.
As in, you get
Like
hit in
I
different
like the fact
parts
that
and
you're
it
able to kill
hurts you
somebody really
differently.
fast. Sorry?
As in, you get hit in different parts and it hurts you differently.
Yeah, I really like that. That's one of the reasons why I play LSRP.
I
And
took a
also, I
depth.
really
Yeah.
like the fact that there's factions. I really enjoy, dominating other factions and literally making them
Well,
leave the server and
can you
maybe hop.
really say that you're dominating when you have to use cheats? Didn't you say that you have to use cheats?
Yeah, I'm dominating. I mean, I'm there's this one faction right now that doesn't even want to go in
Let's not
game
name
because
names though, okay? No names. Just say
yeah, I'm
faction,
not
okay?
naming their faction. They don't even deserve to be mentioned.
Okay, man. I noticed this a lot. A lot of people take their gang and they are proud of it, like out of character wise. Like, ooh, look at
Yeah, I'm
us!
fucking
We
proud
are
of it,
better
man.
shooters than you. We're better bangers than you. Was my like disassembled gun. Ooh, look at me! Ooh, I'm so tough.
I
It's
mean,
like
they
why?
currently roleplay inside their house because they are afraid to be outside on their block, and I'm literally just walking in their hood.
Well, this is interesting
Boys,
because I
yesterday we
think
actually
I
went
think
to.
people like you are the reason we have such vague rules on roleplay on LSRP, and
I can't
because
be
of
the
that, I
reason
just want to
for.
say fuck you.
Hey man, why are you saying this?
Because I've
If
been
I
the victim
if I
of
cussed you out
vague
right now, you
rules
would kick me
so
out and ban
much
me.
that it has genuinely.
Sorry?
Yeah. What is happening? Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I just realized something. I have to fix something. Also, I need to pretty much ban myself for disrupting the stream, basically. But to be fair, you kind of did it first. When you started talking about cheats and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go back on topic. LSRP rules. So, you don't have any problems with the way LSRP is right now, right? Oh my god, we're back at it with the lags. Hold on. Changing my IP. IP's changed. Hello? Hello? Testing,
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes somebody tries to, like, I think DDoS me or something. Because it only happens during these streams. So, yeah, it's clearly somebody trying to DDoS. I'll have to, like, look into it or something at some point. But, yeah. So you don't find any issues with the way LSRP is right now, right?
Of course I do. I hate the rules, and I think the word DM mentality is a shit one because
What? But don't you have a DM mentality though? Because you said that
What-
you prefer to just shoot people, to role playing eating in a burger shot, right? That's what you prefer.
yeah.
Exactly. So doesn't that make you having that DM mentality?
I think it's a winner's attitude because I want to win and dominate other factions, you know,
So it's more of
by any
a
means possible.
so it's more of a playing to win kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah, I play to win.
Okay. Okay, this is another topic that we can talk about. Playing to win. Play to win. Because
You play to lose.
a lot of people get banned for the play to win mentality, right?
Yeah, I've had that happen to me a few times.
Okay. But it's not a rule that's listed in the rules section. It's just a courtesy thing. Now, you know, the kind of the point of the roleplay server is to have a character which you develop the story of. Do you do that in any extent, like at all, or do you not care about that?
Or if I fucking roleplay a story or anything.
Like your character changing as the story progresses.
Well, I used to do that, but I don't really do it anymore.
So what made you kind of give up on that?
I think the server isn't really worth it. You know, all the papers, screenshots, and so on. I mean, I do post screenshots, but it's
The
most
minimum
often
effort
it's
that you need
evidence
to
proof
put
that the
in.
other guy called the police on me, and that's the reason why I killed him, or he tried to break into my car. But that's the only reason I pretty much.
That's very
screenshot.
interesting because, you know, they say that DM rules are vague, and they are vague. Like, if we look at the DM rule, it literally just says sufficient reason. That's all it is. Like, let me just show it real quick. I've shown it before a million times. Killing another person without a sufficient roleplay reason is not allowed. Anything else in this rule is just about unnecessarily provoking and revenge killing and rules of engagement, right? That's all there is. So the only thing that's said about DM when you're allowed to kill somebody else in the roleplay server, it's when you have sufficient roleplay reason. And, you know, it sounds very vague, but have you ever had trouble? Have you ever been punished for killing somebody after they called police on you? No, you haven't.
Oh.
Probably, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah, that's always seen as a
I
reason.
used to, I actually used to, get in trouble with shooting people that tried to break inside my car. But nowadays I put like drugs inside the car, like let's say 15 grams of coke inside my car. So I kind of have a reason to protect it in case an admin actually says something about it.
So, this is very interesting. So you're
Actually leave
concerned...
my car somewhere, like let's
Wait,
say
you
Las
intentionally
Colinas.
leave your car somewhere where it will get stolen and then wait for people... So it's like a bait car, but the coker.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I guess the point of it is being, even though it looks like you have good intentions, it looks like you have a valid reason, you really don't. Let's be real. You really don't. And you should be punished, but there's no way to punish you because there's enough there's enough reasonable doubt. Let's put it that way, right?
Something like that.
Exactly. So even with the vague rules that are in place, we have people like you who can just skid the line and always get away with it.
It's just, you just gotta be smart about it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
for the past like 6-8 months, I haven't even got an admin jailed, other than for trolling. But that's because I rammed a car straight through police academy while they were in session. But that was
Wow.
jokes.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, the point that I'm getting at is people like you will always exist whether the rules are vague or whether the rules are straightforward. The only difference...
You're making me sound like a bad guy. I'm actually a really good guy.
I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm just saying you break the rules. Right? Am I wrong when I say you break the rules?
Well, yeah, you would be correct. Yes, I actually do
Exactly.
break the rules.
So
And
the point I'm trying to get at
like 2
is
years
people
I've been
will
using
get
the
away
law.
with breaking rules regardless of whether rules are descriptive or not descriptive. Like right now, you're not being a bad guy at all. You're helping me make this point. And maybe some people will listen and realize, oh, the only thing that happens when you make rules vague is that new players get punished more because they don't know what the rules are. And the thing is, people like you will exist all the time, and the motivations for why people do this are different. Like you, why are you doing this? Let me ask you this: why do you do that?
And
For
it's
fun,
the
right?
best, yeah, for fun. I mean, hey, somebody might have some fun. I don't know, fucking eating and fucking cheating in game and role playing it, but for me,
Yeah.
I just want to ride with my crew and DM the shit out of other people.
People are different. People
I mean,
have
role play with
different
guns with other
perception of
people.
what they want from different communities. Communities have different standards, and to uphold those standards, it's not always possible. Not always possible. I don't think it's possible to always uphold a high standard on a roleplay server, in my opinion. There will always be some trolls that skid past the rules or skid past the logs or whatever. And that's my point. My point is that you will probably get away with whatever you want. One day you'll get punished, but
But
you
then I
can
will
just
just
ban
wait.
away, can't you? Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it doesn't make sense for when LSRP bans people for something vague or ambiguous. I think it's more important to keep innocent people who are genuinely role-playing from not being punished for no reason. I think that would be more important to make sure that happens than making sure that every single one of people like you gets banned.
What the? I don't want to get banned.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense to
I don't want to get
ban
banned.
just
man. I've been
everybody who
playing
even
this
vaguely
for a while.
enters the gray area. Basically, is my point. I guess I should word it better. The gray area, right? You know what I mean when I say gray area.
With the rules, I mean, I've been playing this game for so long, and I know all the small things that you can kind of do. Like, I basically sold all of my cars. I don't even have a car in game. I only have a freeway Wayfarer and another vehicle that I can easily evade the cops with, in case I've gotten into a shootout or some shit.
Okay.
Oh, and a helicopter.
So you have 3 bikes and a helicopter. Okay. I mean, I think we all have weird collections of... If you play on LSRP long enough, you'll have a weird collections of vehicles, some pickups, some vans, some... and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a troll, in my opinion. It just means that you're trying a varied set of roleplay. You might, name change and play with a different vehicle and stuff like that. So I don't think it
Exactly, I
necessarily makes you a troll that you have a certain vehicle.
I used to use the helicopter in drive-bys and so on. I used to drop in people at
You can't drive by from a helicopter.
Well, yeah, I can drop them off and they can, do the shooting, and I'll just pick them
Ah,
up
like
and
that. You
fly
can
off.
you can drive by from planes. I shouldn't be telling you this, but okay.
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
Oh my god! I look. I'm not a troll myself. I actually play because I want to develop characters, because I want to develop stories. But I also want to know as much as possible from the technical standpoint. Because if an issue arises, I'll be able to solve it. Right? That's why I want to know things. That's why I like to experiment with different things. Obviously, I don't experiment at the expense of other people. Obviously, I don't experiment at the expense of the rules. But still, it's. I think it's. There's nothing wrong with just experimenting and knowing things about the game that you're playing, especially if you invest a long time into it. So, but again, let's go back to why you started doing this, because you've mentioned that before you were playing legitimately, you were playing more focused on developing a character, but something
That
changed.
was when I was a noob.
Okay, why? What changed? What changed that made you become this way? Was it other people? Was it the amount of work that you had to put in? Was it
The
something else?
work.
The work.
I
Okay.
think the work, like, well, when you join a faction, you know how you have to post like screenshots and stuff. Nobody wants to do that.
Well, not every
It's
faction,
fucking
but yeah, those that are posted on the forums, yes.
I don't want to post any screenshots. I just want to, get in game and do my thing. But when you join an illegal faction, you kind of have to do that.
So, mm, if you didn't have to post screenshots every day, would you have played more? Like legitimately?
Uh, yeah, I guess maybe.
So it doesn't make sense to me. You started trolling because you.
I'm not trolling. I don't see myself as a troll.
Mm. But you
Like
but
I'm
you
just
said you got
playing.
admin jailed for ramming a group of people
Oh,
at
that was a
police
troll. That was
recruitment.
one specific
Okay,
like time when I was
so you're an
trolling. Oh,
occasional
I've
troll.
done other yeah.
Okay,
Occasionally, I might, fuck around a little bit.
okay. So maybe this validates the point that the previous guy made, that we should have harsher punishments.
Wait.
That's the point the last guy made, who was before you. He said we should have harsher punishments because of people that occasionally troll and troll in general. You know. What do you think
But I don't
about
really.
that?
Well, to be honest, go ahead, but
That
I
won't
don't
change
really.
anything, pretty much.
Yeah, it won't change anything.
Okay. So that's also kind of my point. You can try punishing people at a character-wise all you want. If they're determined to troll, they're gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way. Because I'm pretty
I
sure.
just role play like I basically role play like more heavily than other factions. That's why they usually get dominated. Like, can I post some screenshots that I've actually posted? They're really
You role
good.
play more heavily than other factions and you
Yeah.
dominate them?
Yeah.
In roleplay or in shooting?
Yeah. And
Which
that
one?
includes shooting.
Oh, so in roleplay and in shooting, you're dominating just everybody. But you also said that you used hacks, right? Yes or no?
Like I told you, my current target faction that I'm fucking with, they don't even roleplay outside their block. They are inside their house. They are afraid
So
to
did
be
you
outside
ever
the turf.
use hacks, yes or no?
Yeah, every day,
You use hacks every day. And
every single day.
you do you have hacks that somehow help you roleplay though? Yes?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you have hacks that help you roleplay?
Yeah.
Yes? What do you mean? Okay, what kind of hacks help you roleplay? Can you give me an
Wall
example?
hack, same bot.
How does a wall
Weapon
hack
finder.
how does a wall hack help you roleplay?
I get to know like where people are and.
Oh, it helps you win. Doesn't help you
Yeah.
roleplay. Roleplaying is all on you. Roleplaying is all on you. You have to roleplay. Hacks don't help you roleplay. The hacks help you win an encounter. Unfairly,
Well, the
but whatever.
encounter is RP, isn't it?
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Post the
But okay,
roleplay.
so by roleplay I meant typing. That's what I meant, typing. Yeah. So they don't help you type. You don't have hacks that help you type. You have hacks that help you in the shooting bit. Okay.
I have binds.
You have what?
Binds. Like I bound some keys to different
Oh,
actions and so on.
binds. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And you're not supposed to have binds that replace roleplay in LSRP as well.
It's okay. They won't realize it. I have a delay.
Okay, well, obviously I don't endorse cheating. I don't endorse rule breaking intentionally. I don't endorse all that. But it's important to speak to a cheater, in my opinion, to a hacker, to somebody who breaks the rules, even occasionally, just to know why they do it. And you said it clearly, for fun, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you get permanently banned, what would you do?
Anyway,
Ban evade. Okay. So that's a big issue, right? What if you got temporarily banned though? Would you bother ban evading?
and
Depends, exactly. That's an interesting one.
I
Okay.
mean, if I get banned for like, let's say last time I got banned, it was actually pretty funny, but I don't want to go into too much details. But basically, well, it was actually really fun. I asked my friend to ram my car, so it was about to blow up, and I rammed that like car that was about to blow up into a group of people that were role playing and blew it up right in front of them, and most of them got killed, and they got me banned for I don't know a week or something because I lied to the admin.
How did he find out this wasn't an accident?
They were spectating me.
Oh, wait, you PM'd him in game?
No, they were just like spectating me because I guess I was or I am a known troll on LSRP.
Okay. So you weren't ban evading at that point?
Well, I'm not currently ban waiting.
No. Okay, well, that's interesting. So that's I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. That's an interesting situation. So that I just want to know how an admin even figured out that you did that intentionally, because it could have been a mistake,
I
right?
was in /B and I was telling my friend like,
Oh,
"Yo,
you told him in
look
slash
shit up."
B.
Yeah.
Oh well, that okay. Never mind then. Okay, that's kind of
It was
definitive
kind
proof
of like
there.
obvious, but
I thought
lied
you
my
I
way
thought you
out
were
of it.
using third party applications to speak to him. Okay, so because if you were using third party applications to speak to him, then I don't think they would have figured it out. Okay, I don't want to hold on. I don't want to give you suggestions. Okay, I'm just trying to go back to the topic of administrative. I'm trying to figure out the best way for administrators to like do their thing and make sure they don't punish innocent people while they're doing it. Because I've had that issue happen to me, and I noticed a lot of different people have that issue, and I want to try to negate that. Have you ever been punished innocently? Like
Yeah,
when you actually
plenty
didn't do
of
it,
time.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me an example, like?
Yeah, hold on. I
Preferably
actually,
one where you can actually like post something, like a link to a ban appeal or something like that.
yeah, hold on. I actually do have something.
Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look.
Let's see. Oh, fuck, my forum account got banned.
Oh,
Oh, no, it isn't anymore.
oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So you should have access to the interview room text channel up in the RPU chatter, right?
Well, basically, I got punished twice, and
For the same offense.
yeah,
Ah,
which
well,
was
that's
kind of weird.
It's
First
like
I
a
got
technical, more of a
banned.
technical issue, I think. I don't think they intentionally punish you twice for the same thing. That's just
No, they actually the admin told me that he did it on purpose.
really.
So I got banned. Yeah, I
Did
got
you
banned.
appeal that?
Yeah, hold on, let me finish. Basically, I got banned, and after that, to get unbanned, I needed to wait out a 60-minute admin jail.
Okay.
I basically got punished twice. I got banned
Oh
and
wait,
I got
like
jailed.
so first you got admin jailed, and then you got
Well,
banned.
I got banned first. I got banned first.
Oh, you got banned first and then admin jailed. Interesting. And by the same person.
Yeah. Person, and after I told him that.
Okay, what was
hey,
it for
this is
though?
Sorry?
What was it for? Can you say that?
Yeah, I was posting. Well, basically, you know those new like billboards that were added.
Yeah.
I basically rented one of those billboards and kind of posted something like
Inappropriate, yeah.
naughty there,
Okay,
and
got it.
it was like everybody was able to see it. Basically, I told. Well, can I actually say what it is? It's not. Well, it's kind of
Can
bad,
you
but it
can you
isn't really.
post it in the interview room first, and I'll tell you if
Yeah.
it's okay.
What do you want exactly?
What the billboard said in the
Okay.
interview room.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I haven't got a picture of it right now when it was a
No, you
game,
don't
but
need the picture of it. I just want to know what it is so I can tell you whether you can say it or not.
yeah, hold on, let me try to find.
I'm curious what it is. I mean, there's a lot of things you could have said that was inappropriate on the billboard. I still remember that ad from years ago, buying an eagle from a desert, 100 feathers.
I
Really?
wonder
That's
who
it?
that was.
That's
Yeah,
it?
that was it.
Okay. Well, I mean, kind of makes sense, but okay. So I'll just say what it is. It's a country and a like an 8 equal sign D. So it looks kind of like a dick. So it's I you got banned for that and admin jailed. I mean, I guess if you have passed.
Well, on that account that I was using, I didn't have anything.
Okay, and they didn't know you were ban evading, so theoretically we could
No,
have.
I'm not ban evading. Still, I'm not.
Okay,
But I'm ready to ban evade if I get fucked, you know?
well you said you have a different account though.
Yeah, I have multiple accounts, but I'm not banned on either of them.
You're not allowed to have multiple accounts though. I'm pretty sure.
Uh, Shh! Don't tell anyone, brother.
You want a live stream. Okay, but basically, that message just seems silly to get banned for and then admin jailed for 60 minutes. And the fact that you're saying that it was on a new account implies that it could have been. And you're only supposed to have one account, so if they knew you were using multiple accounts, you would have been banned for that. So this could have been just anybody. This could have been just a new player who posted Romania,
Romania.
and 8
D.
equals D, so like a basically dick in a symbol sign. And they get banned and follow up 60 minutes admin jail. I mean, it's
After
a
I
little
asked
extreme
the
in
admin
my
that this is
opinion.
pretty unfair. Yeah, I
For
told them
for a
I
first
hate
offense, it would be extremely like
Yeah.
a little bit big in my opinion. And what level were you on that account? Can you recall?
Probably level 10 or 12.
Okay, well that's moderately high level, so it's like I guess they expect better of you at that point. They can make a lot of arguments. They have a huge discussion in their punishments. It's interesting that you got punished twice. So can you post anything that can prove that this has happened?
Well, I can only give you
The
a.
ban appeal, anything?
Well, I don't wanna. Well, I've been saying a lot of like
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
over
yeah, yeah.
here, but
Okay,
I don't
okay.
want
I get it. You
anybody
don't want to
to.
identify yourself. Okay, well
I'm
this
still
this kind of
roleplay. I'm
complicates
still
the
out there
situation because we
roleplaying
can't
heavily.
verify this. Okay. Uh,
Can
but I guess what would be your expectation for the punishment?
don't do it again.
Well,
That's
like
about
let's
it.
be realistic. Is that genuinely your expectation? I mean, I can't believe that though. Um, I guess
Thing is, like the reason why well, I have a friend that's from Romania, and I think he's a cocksucker, so that's why I posted
okay.
Romania and the dick, and that's basically the
So it was a
gist of
reference
it.
to your friend. Okay. Well, obviously it's
Uh,
not roleplay thing because I mean,
I do call my friend a cocksucker in
although
game as well.
imagine, although think about it this way, I'm thinking where this could be applicable in a roleplay scenario, right? Imagine if you have a sex shop, which there are player-run sex shops in LSRP. I don't know if you knew that or not, but there are. Okay, don't ask me how I know that. I saw some ads. But the point that I'm getting at is, what if there was a sex shop Romania, and they wanted to advertise it subtly, right? They would
But
post
like in
exactly
real
that.
life, you really
They will
cannot
post
have
exactly that.
ads.
Romania. D equals 8.
I tried to tell the admin that I'm basically a Romanian character with an American name because I changed my
That was your
real name when
argument?
I moved.
Genuinely?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have screenshots? I'm okay with if you censor the screenshots. I just want to see some screenshots. Just like anything to prove
Okay.
that this happened. Because all of this are words, and words are great, stories are great, but one can listen to stories forever. But we want to see some hard-hitting evidence, you know? Because we on Roleplay Union, we hold ourselves to physical evidence standard. We only believe physical evidence. We don't believe words. Even when we punish people, we require physical evidence. I'm not sure if you know that or not. We actually post evidence publicly. But yeah, Roleplay Union definitely needs to come back up. Actually, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and respond to some comments because a lot of people are commenting and they expect me to interact with them. So, here we go. Oh, this guy. Alright, let's see if we got any questions. Fresh cut, I see. Thank you. Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday. It's pretty nice. Oh, the person at the are we having technical difficulties again?
I'm at
Oh.
least hearing.
Oh, you're still here. Okay, good. I was just worried because we got DDoS twice already just today. But yeah, the person that was giving me a haircut had to wear a mask because of the COVID thing. Let me see if I can. It's on my Instagram if you guys want to know. Yeah. So if you can see that, I can't move it so far because it'll get disconnected. But there it is, the mask, right here. She was wearing a mask while she was cutting my hair. It was a little weird. And she kept like bonking like the scissors on her own head. It was kind of funny. But yeah, really happy about my haircut. I also got a shave for free. So that was nice. Smelled fresh because they put like deodorant and all kinds of stuff, hair dye in there. I'm grateful. I should get that stuff. I should just get a gel and just go ham on my hair. Just go insane with it. I like it. Alright. So how's the screenshot coming?
I posted it in the thing.
Let me see it. Oh my god. I'm so excited to see it, honestly. Is this a... Oh my god, is this a real screenshot from an admin? February 24th, 2020. So this is recent.
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
I'm gonna censor the admin's name just to be safe. I'm gonna... Yeah, we don't want to mention names here. We just
Can
want to
you
talk
censor my
about
name as
which
well?
conduct is okay. Oh yeah, your name as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot. Okay. So, the context for this is you got banned, then you PM'd him. I want to know what you PM'd him. Can you show me that as
Alright.
well?
Yeah, just a moment.
Okay. So, hold on. Let me just go a little bit further with the censorship because I want to censor the profile picture because, you can identify the admin by the profile picture. Okay. Right. There we go. Here we are. You are a stupid retard that deserves to stay banned. I am not buying your story of being a Romanian. Are you actually Romanian?
No.
No? So, did you say that you were a Romanian, or did you say you had a Romanian character?
Yeah, I told him that I had a Romanian character.
Okay, so that's different. Okay. So he didn't read your message properly, which I actually believe I had that happen to admins with admins a lot of times. Alright. Also, that penis stuff was cringe. Is he seriously talking about literally this? Wait, I didn't even do it right. It's the other way around. This is what he's talking about, right? Is that it?
I'm not seeing the screen at the moment. It hasn't updated for me yet.
Yeah, but you'll see it. It's just... I find it very hard to believe that he had such a harsh reaction over 8 equals D. I don't know, it just seems a little ridiculous. That he called you a stupid retard over that. Alright. Let's finish reading it. You will be unbanned, but I'll put you in admin jail for 60 minutes. Okay. You okay?
Sorry, Corona.
Do you actually have corona? No?
I don't know, maybe I do.
Why don't you get tested then if you're showing symptoms? You should get tested, man. It's no joke, man. Go get tested if you can.
I like to live on the edge.
Seriously, man, get tested. Alright, so did you get the other side?
Oh yeah, I forgot that you wanted that.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
So I just want to get the context for it. I always want to get the context. I want to get the other side. I want to know what happened. What led up to that situation. Because, I mean, regardless of what led up to the situation, admins should never call anybody a stupid fucking retard. That's just unprofessional. That's just unprofessional. That shouldn't happen. I mean, to be fair, I did say fuck you to you earlier, but I didn't insult you. That was unprofessional, but I didn't insult you. I did not insult you. So, there you go. I don't want to be a complete hypocrite. Just a little bit of hypocrisy. I really gotta work things out. Okay, so... Did you post it yet? Okay, not yet. Okay. Let me just check the comments.
Process of finding it.
So we have 10 more minutes until I get the next person in. And that will probably be the last person for the day. Okay. Right, let me just read some comments. Again, is Red County roleplay better than LSRP? Look, in certain aspects, yes. Like, its script allows you to take out a gun from a car without requiring the engine to be on. See, that doesn't make sense to me. Why does the engine have to be on so you can take a gun out of a car? That doesn't make sense to me. It also allows you to open a locked car if the window is open, which makes sense to me. LSRP doesn't do either of that, but still I prefer to play on LSRP because of other things, like its huge, massive player base. Like they hit 700 players concurrent at the same time, and it's generally more stable-ish. It has less bugs, I'll put it that way, but these days it's getting highly DDoS, but it's not their fault, obviously, that happened. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't check out the player violence index that the last guy sent me. Right. Let's see, do we have any new questions? I'm Brazilian. There aren't many roleplay servers here. I can speak English, but I still have some difficulties with the language. Would there be any way to play LSRP, even with a noob tag? You should try. I mean, I'm not a native English speaker, so it took me 14 tries to get into LSRP. Just go ahead, give it a shot. Just keep trying until you succeed, basically. Good luck, man. Yeah. What's your skincare routine, homie? Staying alive, generally. Sometimes drinking water, and sometimes eating something. That's generally it. Okay, there we go. We got the update. Why I get banned and admin jail kid punished twice for the same thing? Why that is unfair? So, do you intentionally like mistype that?
Oh, I was on the phone when I messaged this, so you know, like, yeah, kinda.
Okay, wait. Before I show it, I want to censor the names. Okay. So to me, this looks legit. I don't think you could have faked all this so quickly. So again, admin shouldn't have called you a retard. I think that's inappropriate. Did you report the admin? I don't think you did, right? You probably didn't.
No, I didn't.
Well, that makes sense because you were using a different account and you were breaking a lot of rules already. So that makes sense why you won't report them. But if it actually happens to you, if an admin is disrespecting you like that, you should report them. You should definitely report them. But that being said, the message you sent is, I can see why an admin didn't take it seriously. Why I get banned and admin jail could punished twice for same thing.
Well, I was on the phone, so like I usually when I'm on the
That's
phone.
not
I
an
don't
excuse.
Really
You could just retype it and fix it, even if you were on the phone.
Oh, let bygones be bygones and so on. I don't really care that much. At least
Alright.
I'm
Well,
bad.
that's the point at which you stand. You don't really care because the punishment. It's a mixed bag. There's a lot of things that discern there.
This was some really bad shit as well. I actually.
You have another
set this
situation? Okay. Let's look at something more like severe. I kind of understand the admin here. Everything except the part where he called you a retard. That wasn't appropriate in my opinion. But the double punishment, I mean, it's a punishment. I think of it as a collective punishment. And again, what you did was, hold on, what was it that you did?
I did the Romania thing. Like.
Sorry, it's completely flawed in my head. Yeah, the 8 equals D. I think that punishment is a little harsh, especially as a first punishment. But again, LSRP has very non-descriptive rules. They give a huge. They have a huge variety of punishments they can issue for any sort of situation. But again, I can see how he would want to punish you for something so disruptive. I just don't think it was okay for him to call you a retard. Yeah. But I assume admins know that at this point. So obviously, if this happens to you, you should report the admin, even if you're in the wrong. Even if you did do something bad, it doesn't mean the admin gets to break their own rules that apply to them, their own standards. We all follow rules, even if the other party breaks the rules. Alright, so what was the other thing? This is not real. This is...
What do you mean?
I mean, this is not real.
I mean, if it's if it's in a screenshot, of course it is. Like,
No.
why would I lie to you?
Why would you lie to me? Is that a serious question? Why would you lie to me? For attention.
I don't know.
Well,
what you're
to
talking
mislead
about.
me. There's a million reasons why you would lie to me. But okay, this is very funny because hold up. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Oh my god. No way. Hold up. Hold on. Hold the phone. You seriously swear that this is real?
Why would I ever lie to you?
Can you resend me? Can you forward the message to me right now? Forward the
I don't
message
want-
on the forum to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a user one. My forum name is user one on LSRP forum.
What do you want it though?
Yeah, can you forward it
Yeah, but why do you want it?
to verify? Because a screenshot is not enough to verify something. I'm just like comparing it to the other PM that you sent me. Oh my god. There's no way this is real. Did he actually send this? There's no way. I don't believe it. Did you send it to me?
I'm currently logging in back on LSRP forums.
Okay. Just forward the message.
Yeah.
What did you even tell him for him to send you that?
Well, kinda something nasty, but it's okay.
Can you send me the thing that you sent to him? Because I don't... I just... Like, you're... To be clear to everybody, right? We're talking about an admin using the N-word here. That's what he's accusing. He is accusing an admin of doing. And he sent me a screenshot of a PM that an admin did that. And I'm having huge doubts in my mind. My red flags are going off. I'm like, this screenshot must be fake. This screenshot must be fake. So I want to get as much.
Friend sent
Like,
it to you. He told me he sent it to you.
I want to see. I guess we should change the topic to conduct. There we go. I still didn't get it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. Oh my god. But why is the account name different?
That's my friend's account.
Why did you forward something from a different account? Forward it from the same account.
You know, I don't wanna get banned at the moment. I'm saying.
Okay, I know you're faking. I know you're faking now. I know you're faking.
How?
Because if you weren't faking, you would have sent it. How you can't forward a text from a different account.
But I sent it to my friend.
So send it from your account. I will censor it. How are you gonna get banned?
You know.
You're
trust you. I
bullshitting.
think you're-
I'm calling bullshit right here. You're lying. This didn't happen. Because if it did happen, you would just send it from your account. If it did happen, you would just send it from your account. I'm just gonna do a quick test as well. I'm also gonna do a quick test. You gotta do better than that to lie to me.
Nigger, 14 idiot, nigger.
Good thing I have that bind. Alright. Good thing I fixed my bind. Perfect. Now he's banned. Beautiful. So yeah. Sorry about that, guys. As usual, people will come here, they will troll. So we can discredit all of the stories that he said so far. Unfortunately. Yeah, probably all those screenshots were fake. This is why I censored the name, because if somebody checks in, they see the name, they see these fake stories. And let me just send you the screenshot that he sent me, but I'll censor the name, even though it's fake. Even though it's fake, definitely, it's definitely fake. I'm still gonna censor the name because I wouldn't want it to be misrepresented as real, because it's not. Okay, so I'm just gonna like completely censor it, not even pixelate, just remove it. This is why I have to be careful when interviewing people, because they have bad intentions sometimes. Ooh, why would I lie to you? 1,000,001 reason. Okay. So this is what he sent me, but it was actually not censored. Okay, this is what he sent me, and here was like an admin's name, and it was the same admin. This didn't make any sense to me. It straight up didn't make any sense to me. Why did that happen? What even happened? Like, I had no context. Like, I just didn't believe an admin would send that. And so when I asked for him to forward it to me, I did that because I can click. I can usually click on it, and it will like transform me to the original account. Right? Okay, this is difficult to explain, but basically, there's a way I can verify a forward, right? And because he forwarded it from a different account, which makes no sense whatsoever, I knew he was bullshitting. And also the part where he just started disrupting the stream altogether. Okay, cool. Anyway, yes, alright, so let's go ahead and get the next person in. We're gonna get room for just one more person today, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna change the permissions of the channel so that nobody else can join. And I'm sorry, guys, next time we're gonna have room for more people. I think 45 minutes was a little much. We're gonna lower it down to half an hour, okay? Just half an hour per person. I think 15 minutes was a little too small. Half an hour, I think, is gonna be just fine next time. Okay, Steamy the... Oh my god, what? That's not the right one. Okay, there we go. Let's get him in. See what's up. See how's it going. How you doing, my man?
Oh, wait, 1 second. My sound is bugged.
Your soundboard or your actual sound?
No, my sound, it's coming out from my speakers. It should be coming out from my headsets.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't affect much, but okay, sure. I'll read the comments as well. I have the bind anyway for the.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I could hear you before.
Okay, perfect. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Userone, what do you want to conversate about?
Well, let's talk about you to begin with. How long have you been a part of Roleplay Union?
I've been a part of the Union for 2 months now.
Nice. Why did you join?
Why did I join? Because the Roleplay Union, I feel like it's useless, and I just wanted to voice my concerns on it and how
Okay.
useless it is and how it's not going to fix anything, and it's just a pointless ranting show that people just go on to rant and to troll on, and has no purpose in the community whatsoever.
Okay. What do you think is the purpose of the Roleplay Union?
I feel like it's just something that people go on to kind of rant on and not really make changes on, you know.
Okay,
Not,
that's a very valid
someone's-
concern. It's a very valid concern that you have, and even I have to an extent. I want this to be something that eventually changes something, but I can see why some people do have that point of view, and I absolutely agree. I'm actually gonna set a topic real quick. So RPU point or purpose? Yeah, purpose. Okay. This is nice. I actually appreciate you coming here because this is a topic that I've had to dwell on myself. I've had to talk about, is this worth it? What's the point? But the point of Roleplay Union is the reason I started to begin with was because I constantly have situations on LSRP where I try to roleplay a character and administrators think I'm trolling, but I'm being completely serious, right? But I get punished. I get punished, and then I can't join LSPD. I can't do certain other things that other people can, and there's a lot of just arbitrary rules and a lot of things that I kept complaining about for years on end, and they keep bumping into me. These aren't issues that happen to me once. These are issues that happen to me over and over and over, and they keep happening. They limit my ability to play on this game. They limit my ability to roleplay. That's the way I feel, and that's why I made Roleplay Union, to try to find a solution for it. And the solution that I came up with so far was making sure that we only punish people who we can prove have broken a rule. So what do you think about that solution? Do you think it could work? You're muted for some reason.
Sorry, say the last part again. Someone came
Okay.
into my room.
Right, okay, so the solution, right, to my problem that I came up with was a community should only punish people, especially if they have strict punishments. They should only punish people if they can prove with physical evidence that they had broken a certain rule. That's the solution that I came up with. What's your opinion on
Right.
that?
Well, at the end of the day, administrators are volunteers. I understand how you may feel when, like, when someone maybe like they get punished, and they might fucking I can't speak today. There might not be any evidence against them. However, if I heard you when you were speaking to Cashew, you were saying the fact that what was it? If you were an admin and you saw someone break a rule, you would then assume that person would break it again. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
why you
that's
shouldn't
not
punish
gonna happen in
somebody
an
unless
ideal
you have
world.
physical evidence, in my opinion. Because
Right,
somebody
so-
who breaks a rule will eventually break it again, or they will fall in line. And if they fall in line, they're not a problem anymore. That's my opinion.
However, if that person does break a rule, what happens if they don't break it again and you don't have any evidence? And as Cashew said,
Then they
that
get away with
person's
that
going to
one
be
thing
crying in
and they
idiots.
fell in line. They got away with one
Right.
thing and they fell in line then. Then they're not a problem anymore. That's
As
my
if
point.
I feel how it should be is they should get age-jailed or banned or whatever, nevertheless. But if that person wants to say, "Oh, I didn't break this rule," then they can file a staff report. And
Yeah.
you also said, but staff reports don't, like, nothing happens to them. Cashew said he knows someone who got removed because of a staff report, subsequently then banned.
I'm sure when they can
People
prove
know
their
that.
innocence, or when logs are in the favor of the person, logs don't always show everything. Let me be clear, logs don't always show everything. They don't show every inch a person goes. They don't show where a person stands specifically at a certain point. They have certain warnings for certain actions, yes,
Yeah, okay.
but not for every action. They have a limit for that. So they're not going to
I'm
show
not too sure.
everything, and they're not going to be looked into every time. Because that's too
I'm not
bothersome.
too sure how it is. I'm not sure how it is on LSRP because I'm not very seasoned on LSRP's administrating system, etc. But I'm very sure in RCRP every single little thing is logged. It's
Every
logged
single
so
inch.
much.
So if you step 1 meter, it will
Yes.
put in a log. Really?
No, of course that's not logged.
So
I'm
not
saying
every single thing
command-
is logged.
No, I'm saying command. Practically every single thing SAMP related is logged. If you go inside of a trunk of a vehicle, that is logged. It's
Well,
logged
yeah,
so much. It's sent to Discord for the administrators to
Okay.
view. It's that logged, right? I'm saying that much. Of course, it's
Okay,
gonna,
but that's
it's gonna
besides
be
the point.
impossible
We're
in
going
SAMP's
off
stance.
topic here. You're saying, so
No, it's not
you're saying
besides
that
the
a
point.
lot of things are logged. I'm saying that not everything is logged. You agree that not everything is logged, right?
Everything that can be logged is logged.
No, because you just said that if a person moves an inch, that's not logged.
That's why I said practically. That's the key.
You
word
said
in
that
this,
no, I'm quoting you right here.
Yeah,
A minute
okay.
ago, a moment ago, you just said everything that can be logged is logged.
Yes.
You
can't
can make a
log
script.
someone moving.
You can make a script that logs somebody's movement. You can do that.
Wh-
That's
for
not
which
impossible.
direction
That's,
they're going.
yes, you can do
every
which
direction
direction
they're
they're going. You can do how far they're traveling. You can do how long they traveled.
That's the point. That's very pointless. Then you don't need to monitor that.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll just be a
So
waste
they
of time.
don't log everything that they think is pointless, right?
Log everything that they need. That's pointless.
See,
That's like
you
having
think
a
it
dog
is
script.
pointless, but there could be a situation in which a certain person allegedly was at a certain place at a certain time, which was extremely inappropriate, right? And an admin banned them for that.
Give me a specific. Scenario.
Okay.
For that.
Like, for example, let's say there's a funeral event and one player gets banned for allegedly standing on top of a coffin, right? An admin thought it was disrespectful of them to do that. But in reality, what happened was on their screen, they were standing off the coffin, and admin saw it differently because of desync. And admin punished them for that. It doesn't have to be a severe punishment. Could be an admin jail. That's enough for them to not be able to join PD, for example. That's enough
but the
for
thing
them
is-
to let me finish. For them to not be
Yeah,
able
sure.
to have certain opportunities because of that. The point is, the movement isn't logged, and that's the point. My point is just that not every single thing can be solved with logs. Do you agree or do you disagree?
I want to add an admin would
Just
probably not age
yes or
on
no.
straight away.
Just yes
in
or
that
no.
scenario.
Just yes or no.
Well, that scenario wouldn't make sense. That scenario
Why
wouldn't
wouldn't it make sense for an admin to punish somebody
Because
who
an administ-
allegedly they think is intentionally standing on a coffin while it's getting buried?
Well, because
Wouldn't you
an
ban the person for
administrator would
trolling?
PM them first. No, because an administrator would
No,
always PM
no.
them
Let me
first,
tell you
yes.
from experience, they do not PM you first. They do not PM you first. They ban you first, then they
Well,
PM you.
every single situation that I've been in recently, because I rejoined LSRP back midway through 2018, and I'm assuming all your punishments are from 2018 past, or maybe a bit of 2018.
2014,
they
mostly
always-
to 2016. That's where most of my punishments came.
2014, 2016, so that is very old. Those punishments are
Okay.
very old. That's even before I
But
started
the
playing.
point of it
I'm
isn't
telling
to
you.
bash on LSRP. The point isn't to bash on LSRP. The point is to find a system which works best. So you think that administrators, before issuing severe punishments, should PM the person and ask what's going on, right?
That's what happens. That's what happens.
No. Do you think
Yes.
it should happen? That's what I'm asking. I'm not asking if
Well,
it happens or
that's
not.
what
I'm asking.
happens. Yes.
No, I'm not asking if it happens or not. I'm asking, do you think it should happen or not? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So we
That's
agree.
what happens, yeah.
And you keep saying this what happens. Just say yes or no.
It's because that's what happens. Well, that's what happens anyway. They always PM the person.
Okay. Alright. So now I have to disprove you because you are saying otherwise. Okay. So now let me get you evidence. User one.
If you're gonna link me a screenshot from like
I'm gonna show you a
2014
video.
SAFP days, then I mean, sure.
No, this
but,
this
you
is
know.
2018, yeah. But you keep saying this is what happens, and it's just 1 year ago. So okay,
Years
so
ago,
this is
actually.
quite a situation. Now, are you familiar with the laws for house defense in America?
No, because I do not live in America.
Okay, well, LSRP is based in America, so let me just tell you the laws. Basically, Castle Doctrine, if there is a suggestion of an imminent threat, if there are reasons to believe that there is an imminent threat coming into your house, you are allowed to use lethal force. Okay? Alright. So let me show you this video. I'm gonna send. You should have access to the interview room, chat room. Okay?
Where is it?
Interview. RPU
Oh, yeah,
chat
I
room.
got it.
Awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna send the link to the video, and it'll have a timestamp, and it'll be about the situation. I don't know if you've witnessed it before or not. I was streaming on my birthday. There
I've seen
was
this video,
the door was shot open, right? So there's an imminent threat, right? And a bunch of people start just barging in. And I have no idea whether they're armed or not, so I just start shooting them. Because there was an imminent threat, and I'm justified. And there we go.
Okay, I've actually seen this video recently. It popped up in my recommended like a week ago, and I watched a bit of it, and I skipped to the part where you were shooting.
Yes.
And I have to say that that ban was very justified, because I understand how you may feel that you got banned for mass DM and it was wrong because someone was breaking into your house while you were having a party. I understand that part, but people were running in,
Mhm.
and it's LSRP at the end of the day. People were running in, and half those people, I'm sure I would see at Stacks and the mall the next day. They're just running in and just doing their own thing because they don't care. It's a game. That's how
So
they treat it.
because they're trolling,
They're running
the
in.
argument
Okay, yeah,
is
they're running in. They're running in. No. They're running in, and you decide, oh wait, if it's getting shot by a shotgun, I'm gonna go and shoot at every single person that doesn't have anything in their hands. And then, oh wait, there's the guy with the shotgun. Let me shoot him and take him out. Like 3-4 people run into your house. I don't remember exactly, but they all run in, and they
Okay.
will just, you just decide, hey, I'm gonna go kill them. That's wrong. It's a house party, and
so
you're
the door.
confused
Okay, I
about
want you
people
to. Have
entering
you
your house.
ever heard a gunshot in your life?
That you cut out.
Have you ever heard a gunshot in your life?
Yes, I have heard a gunshot in my life.
Okay, how loud is a gunshot?
It's pretty loud.
Exactly. Have you ever heard anything louder than a gunshot in your life?
I don't think I have.
Exactly. That's because gunshots are so loud that they literally cause permanent hearing damage if you're within the vicinity without hearing protection. That's how loud they are. So a shotgun blasting a door open, followed by a shit ton of people running in, and you don't know whether those people have a concealed weapon or not. They are running into your house full of your friends, you have a licensed firearm, and you're completely lawfully justified in shooting them, and you have reason to believe, valid reason to believe, that they are doing harm because they just ran in after your door was blasted open. What are these people doing running into somebody else's house?
Like I said, it's LSRP. No one cares about how
So
loud a
because
gunshot
they're
is or how
trolling,
loud something else
we
is.
should disregard in character-wise, and we should disregard character motives, right? They don't have to be realistic because it's just LSRP. Is that how you justify a
If
ban?
someone is clearly trolling in a situation with me, they're obviously not putting into their roleplay, and they're clearly taking the piss in a roleplay situation.
Well,
I
so
would
for your information, this ban was reverted literally an hour later. Okay, so this wasn't a justified ban, even by
it was taken to a
LSRP.
warning. Actually, it was taken to a warning, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
So
well,
it wasn't
it was a
reverted
mixed
completely.
bag. They literally said, and I quote, "You didn't do anything wrong, but you did do something wrong." That's basically what they said. I have a whole video about that in the discussions. Yeah, but it's extremely confusing to me because, from my perspective, right, my character didn't break a law. She had every motive to protect herself. You're looking at it as a video game, and I get that. But the point of it is that it's a roleplay server with characters that are supposed to be human. Humans who are afraid for their well-being and the well-being of their fans. So I really like that we're having this discussion. So that's kind of one of the points why I even made Roleplay Union to begin with. To have these discussions so that I can see the different points of view. So that I can keep that in mind when I am making decisions myself. If I ever happen to, for example, I don't know, make my own community in the future. So this is very useful for me. That to have your opinion. So you thinking that this ban was justified because why exactly?
Because you mass DM'd the whole group of people entering your house during
Okay.
a house party, even though
you said
they
mass
shot the
DM'd. You said mass DM'd.
Yes.
DM is defined.
because
we
you
looked
shot
at
like
it
3-4
before.
people.
We looked at it before as sufficient reason, which is extremely vague. An extremely vague rule. Killing somebody without a sufficient reason. The sufficient reason is vague, right? Do you agree with me or do you not agree with me? Do you think killing somebody for a sufficient reason is a vague rule?
I think SDM is killing 3 or 4 people at a time.
What? In any situation?
If you kill them for no roleplay reason, which,
But-
in my opinion, in that situation, that was a very.
So you're
unroleplay
saying
reason to
I
kill
didn't have a roleplay reason to kill people who rushed into a house
you
after a
had
shotgun
roleplay.
blew the door open?
No, you had a reason to kill the person with a shotgun, but not those people running inside the house.
Even though they ran into the house immediately after a shotgun blew the door open.
Yes.
Okay, so we clearly have to agree to disagree there. So, if you're hosting a house party full of your friends, and a shotgun blows the door open, and people run in, but they don't have weapons necessarily in their hands, or at least you don't see them at the time, maybe they put them away. Hell, maybe they'll just gonna use their fists, because they, guess what? Most people don't actually die from firearms, not even in America. And FBI posted statistics for last year. Last year, most people died from hands, fists, limbs, and stabby objects, more than firearms. So, you know, and stabby objects that are easy to hide. So you don't know if they have a weapon or not, but you have very reasonable belief that they are here to hurt you because they just ran in after a shotgun blasted your door open. But you're saying that that is not a roleplay reason to kill them. Somebody blasting into your house. Okay, what would be? Where does it stand? Okay? Where is the limit?
Personally, I would wait until the person with the shotgun would enter the premises, and then I'd shoot
But at that
person.
point, you are already surrounded by the people that ran into your house with bad intentions and beaten up.
I don't know if you're very surprised, but you're kind of holding a house party. I don't know
Right.
if you're expecting.
So
people to,
I'm not allowed to defend
into
my
your
own house party in any way, shape, or form, whether in character or out of character.
Or if you're
I
holding a
have
house
to
party.
go through the.
Fair enough. I'm telling you, it would be very justified if it was just you inside the house, you're all alone with just like a specific person, for example.
But
and
I was
then
pretty
that
much
happens, and
alone.
then people run in.
Nobody else was shooting. I was pretty much alone defending the entire house party. So wait, before you continue. You're saying that it would be more justified that if my house was empty and a bunch of people rushed in, than if I was
'Cause
holding a
you don't
private
know
house
who's-
party with my friends in the house with me, most of whom are unarmed, and it's more justified that way? I don't get it.
Yeah, because it's a house party. How are you expect? Like, you're not going to be.
It's
able
not
to
an
expect
open
who's
house
who.
party. It's not a house party for everybody. It's a house party for me and my friends.
don't know how you could count that many people because I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting like at least 15
It's easy.
people.
You bring all your friends in. You don't count them. You bring them in, then you lock the door, then you party. That's how it works. You don't have to count every single one. You don't have to hire a bouncer with a VIP list. They just come in before you start the party, then you lock the door. Huh?
Where was your house located?
It's in a bad neighborhood, East LS.
We're in East LS.
6th Street. So it was
Too
in a
much.
bad neighborhood. The door blasted open, and a bunch of people rushed in a bad neighborhood at night. Like what? And you're saying it's not justified. You were convinced that it wasn't justified, even though it's legal for my character to do. That's what baffles me. The law believes it's justified, but you don't think it's justified. And that's just blowing my mind.
In the San Andreas law, does it say that?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh my God. Yes, it.
No, I just want to see it. I just want to see it.
Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. It's chapter 12, Castle Doctrine. Well, the whole thing is self-defense, Castle Doctrine, and defense of others. So it basically says if there is an imminent threat, or if you have reasonable suspicion to believe that there is an imminent threat, you're allowed to use the force necessary to defend your life. That law is actually... let me guess. Are you from United Kingdom?
No, I'm from Romania.
Okay. I think Romania has similar laws, actually. But okay, let's first look at the LSRP because that's more relevant. I'll just show it real quick. I'll send you the link as well. Okay, so this is the link to the San Andreas Penal Code of 2018, which is still applicable today because it's still active and it hasn't been changed since 2018. So why don't we have a look at that? Why is the forum so laggy? Okay, I imagine they're not having a good time. Okay, there we go. Found the link. Alright, I'll post it in the interview room. Okay. So it's chapter 12, subchapter 3, or whatever it's called. Let me just show it. Alright. Private defense, self-defense, castle doctrine. A person who has a reasonable belief that they or another are in imminent danger of being killed, seriously injured, or unlawfully touched, and believe that imminent force is necessary to prevent that danger, and use no more force than is necessary to negate that danger, is absolved of criminal liability, Title 1 crimes against the person. All these requirements must be met to completely be absolved of criminal liability. So, let's look at this situation real quick, okay? You're having a house party. It's a private house party in a bad neighborhood. Somebody's banging on the door, you're not letting them in. The door gets shot open. So you know there's a firearm involved. You know there's people busting into your house. Busting into your house. When you clearly not allowed them in. And you have mostly unarmed group of friends inside your house. So would you not say that that you would believe that there's an imminent threat when somebody's shooting their way into your house?
No, man. One of the people who entered, his name was Tyrone Hooker.
That doesn't influence my in-character decision. His name could be Hooker for all I care. It doesn't influence my in-character decision. I'm not thinking out of character-wise whether these are trolls or not. See, this I think that's what you're thinking, right? If you like, okay, let me ask you this: if you think that the person you're role-playing with is a troll, will you continue to role-play with them, or will you ignore their role-play?
Continue to roleplay with them the best of my abilities. As your quote is always roleplay, I follow by that.
Really? Okay, that's nice. I appreciate that. But a lot of people actually just straight up don't roleplay, right? When they think that the person they're playing with is a troll, regardless of if it's true or not. And I think that kind of ends up in the situation where a lot of people just straight up can't roleplay because maybe they are not fluent enough in English, maybe they're not experienced enough in roleplay, and maybe they're just doing something unique and different, and it's just perceived as a troll. I think that's a huge issue on the LSRP. But the bottom line is, I don't really have a choice to not roleplay with people that are roleplaying. Like, I did unlock that door, but that's because somebody roleplayed shooting it. An admin actually brought it up and argued that, oh, you should have just ignored their roleplay, even though they roleplayed shooting it. Now imagine that happened, right? Imagine I ignored the roleplay, then they went on the forum and reported me for power gaming. I would have went to jail, to admin jail, for power gaming. I would have. Wouldn't I not? Or I would have had serious risk of that happening. Would I not?
No, bro. Maybe you should have called 911.
We did call 911. Why do you think the cops showed up? We called 911 before
Oh
that.
man, that was a pretty slow response.
Cops. It was always slow. Okay, what do you think is faster? Somebody attacking you and killing you, or the cops showing up? What do you think is faster? Exactly. Somebody's gonna kill you a million times before the cops show up.
Faster, bro.
Somebody's gonna shoot the door open like 100 times before the cops show up. Cops always show up after the
until you
fact.
find a cop car. Just shout like, "Officer, help!"
How do I get out when the single entrance is filled by people trying to kill me? Or at least to my best
Roleplay
understanding.
jumping out of window and ask an admin to teleport you out.
Oh yeah, as if the admin response is better than the police one.
Are you saying administrators are very slow in their response?
Yes.
Every single situation I've had is very quick.
Well, I guess
in,
you're a lucky
getting an
individual.
administrator to respond to me.
I
Maybe
would not recommend ever relying on administrator response. I've had situations where we ask for an admin response and there's like 12 admins online. They are all off duty. I understand they want to all play as well. It's just that you should not rely on administrator response. You shouldn't. They do respond sometimes. I give them props. They do respond sometimes. And lately they've been doing better. Like, and again, I'm very grateful for this situation in particular because they understood the error of their ways and they did unban me an hour later. But I just like the situation a lot because it brings forward the problem with vague rules that I'm trying to kind of point out with roleplay union in general. The problem with that is because the rule is so vague. Like, do you agree that the DM rule is just vague? It just says. Do you know what the rule says, right?
Tell me again.
Killing without sufficient reason is not allowed. That's all it says in regards to just DM. Everything else in that rule is talking about revenge killing, talking about provoking.
I feel like we've talked about this topic a lot now.
Yeah, we have. I'm just asking. There's no other. You're the last guy.
Can I bring up a topic?
Before we continue, I just want to finish this point. Do you agree that that rule is vague?
I feel like it's described very well. And
okay.
Deathmatch is not even a rule that you need to think about. It should just, when you think of deathmatch, you should instantly be able to know what it is.
So how come that you just told me that do you still believe that I committed deathmatch in that situation?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you don't think, even though it was legal for me to do that, even though my character had a motive to do that, or do you not believe that?
You can't compare, in some certain situations, especially in this one, you can't compare a real life law and even a SAMP law, even an LSRP law, compared to like fucking in-game rules. If I wanted to in real life, I could go outside and start running and jumping, but I can't do that because I can't do that on SAMP because you just can't, you know?
You can because it abuses physics, because when you jump, you travel faster. In real life, if you jump, you will quickly waste your stamina, your energy, and you can't jump for much longer.
If you're a 100k runner.
So that's a different discussion. We're not talking about abusing SAMP physics. We're talking about rules that are, up to interpretation. So do you think that the DM rule can be up to interpretation?
Sorry?
Do you think that this DM rule can be up to interpretation by different people, interpreted differently?
Match is such an easy rule. You don't need it to be interpreted or anything.
Well,
you just need to
you
know
say
what it is.
that. You say that, But you said that what I did was deathmatching, but the admins,
'cause it was.
they didn't. They unbanned me. They unbanned me from the
Unbanned you with a
situation.
stern warning.
No,
They gave you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
they literally said that I didn't do anything wrong, and then they said that I did do something wrong. Like how? Okay, how am I? What am I
Because that
supposed to
means
take
they
away
give
from
you the
this?
benefit of the doubt.
Okay, what am I supposed to take away from that? What the lesson am I supposed to take away from that situation? What should I have done differently if somebody is role playing, shooting down my door? I have a licensed gun. I'm in my own house in a private party full of my friends. What should I do differently? What would you do in that situation?
Well, I would jump out of a window and ask an administrator to teleport me out.
Okay, and then you get
Well,
swarmed by the
each for
trolls and they beat
themselves.
you down, and then you
And
still
then I
ask the
take the
administrator.
LIC.
No, the administrator tells you you're brutally wounded. You can't jump out the window. That's what the administrator tells you.
What?
Because you're brutally wounded. The trolls
You
beat you
cut
down.
And then I take
The
the
shotgun
LIC
guy
and
shot
I move
you.
on with my day. And I take the L and I move on with my day.
So you just roleplay losing all day long, and you never.
Because this is not a play to win server. I don't
Okay.
play here to
So
play to win.
only the trolls win, right?
If they want to win, then they can win. I can't do much
Okay.
about that.
Well, what's interesting to me is that you are so certain that it was deathmatch, even though the admins had came to a different conclusion. At this point, they came to a conclusion. That's why they unbanned me. Do you think they wouldn't keep me banned if they thought that I genuinely DM'd somebody? I'm pretty sure they would. Even the inclination of the thought that I might have had a DM mentality is enough for them to ban me, seemingly enough. Well, I
It
didn't
doesn't
jail
look
me
like
at
the
least.
mentality because even in the video you're like, die, everybody die, die, motherfucker die. You know?
Well, yeah, because they're
That-
busting into my house with a shotgun. Of course I want them
But that
to
does sound
not
like
fucking
a
do
very
that.
DM mentality. It does sound like a DM mentality when you're saying everybody die, die.
That's very
motherfucker,
subjective.
Everybody die.
That's very
Well,
subjective.
it's not very subjective because that's DM mentality.
So you're telling me
if I was on a character,
because I'm killing people who I believe are a threat to me and my friends, that must mean that I kill people without sufficient reason. Yes?
yes.
Yes? Okay. So we got
Affirmative.
confirmation
10-4.
here. Alright, so let's agree to disagree. What you're saying this rule isn't vague, but to me it looks like it's very vague because I interpreted this rule differently. I interpret this rule as, for example, I think that if the law, the thing that kind of our real life justification for what's allowed and what's not allowed says that you're allowed to kill in this situation, then I think it's sufficient reason to kill them.
No, bro, it's just the game.
Because
we're not the LAPD.
That's but the law and the justice system is our interpretation of what is just, what is allowed. Because the law is very strict. You can't kill someone for having sex with your wife. You can't do that. You'll get a more lenient sentence for murder, at least in my country. It will
Technically,
be
you can, but you just don't.
not
have to get
legally.
caught.
No, not legally. From the perspective of the
You
law,
don't
that's
get
what we're
caught.
talking about. We're talking about from the perspective of the
But
law.
everything's legal if you don't get caught.
Yeah, but we're talking about from the perspective of the law. Stop going off topic. The point is, you can't kill the person who had just had sex with your wife. I would consider it to be a sufficient reason because some people would do that.
No, bro. I'm
I
kinda
wouldn't.
into
I'm a
that.
law-abiding citizen, but yeah. You wouldn't consider
Rewatch.
Would you consider it a sufficient reason?
I wouldn't think about it. I'd probably just go like watch. I'm kind of into that cuck shit. You know, each to their own.
Okay, to each their own. You just said it. To each their own. I just asked you if the rule was subjective, but you were telling me to each their own. So would it be okay for somebody to shoot someone for having sex with your wife, for example? Like
You're cutting out.
if you saw that your wife had cheated on you, would it be okay to shoot the cheater? Like, would you think that that's sufficient? Okay, let me rephrase.
No, bro.
If you were an
I'd probably
admin,
take the L and move on.
alright, if you if you were an admin, okay, and there was a situation, right? Somebody reported somebody for DM, and that person says they killed him because he had sex with his wife. Would you jail that person for DM? Yes? Okay.
Because I don't know why he's role playing a wife. It's pretty cringe.
So you're just getting off topic. Okay. Well, thank you for the conversation anyway. Let's agree to disagree.
I never got to the topic. I never got onto the topic that I wanted to. It's a
Okay,
very
okay,
small
okay.
one.
All right, fine. Let's. We're almost near the end here, so why not? Let's have your
Okay.
topic.
All right, my topic was being able to roleplay a pedophile on LSRP.
You can roleplay a pedophile on LSRP. You just need disgusting permission. You just need permission with the people that you roleplay with.
You
That's
can't do it
we're not gonna
openly.
delve into more on this topic. I'm sorry, okay? I don't feel comfortable
Well, Michelle
talking about
Jackson.
pedophiles. What?
But you are comfortable on Reddit to talk about them like 5 years ago, saying that age of
Send me a
consent
link.
would be, you know.
Send me a link. If I talked about it, send me a link.
Of course, give me a second. I'm finding it now.
Okay, go ahead. What kind of bullshit are you talking about?
Quote unquote user Alex Rieger 5 years ago.
Send
on
me the link.
Ask Reddit. Yes,
The
I'm finding
link.
it.
I muted you. Send me the link. Send me the link in the chat box. In the interview room. He's spewing bullshit. What are you talking about? When did I talk about pedophilia on Reddit? What is he talking about? Jesus Christ. Also, that's so inappropriate. And it's so off topic. That's not a link. That's not a link. Also, that doesn't mean I support pedophilia. Also, yeah, that was 5 years ago. Alright. That doesn't mean I support pedophilia in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying that the age of consent will probably be different, because, for example, in Japan, what was the age of consent in Japan? It's fucking, hold on, age of consent, Japan. 13 years old. Did you know that? You're muted still.
That's where you cut out. Yeah, no, I was listening.
Yeah, so the age of consent in
cut out.
Japan, for example, is 13 years old. First of all, can I just say that this isn't... You don't just bring this up in the middle of a fucking stream like that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Regardless of the context.
The age of consent being fucked up? I don't know, man.
No, the fact
pretty
that you
fucked up. The age of consent can
brought
be
up
breached.
something that you think will make me look bad on public, that's off topic and that's messed up. But this is
People
ridiculous.
should be burned on the stake. That's my opinion on this topic.
What?
And furthermore, this as well. I told you. I don't know if that offends you, because you may be involved in that category, but you know. That's
What
just
did
my
you just
opinion on
say?
it. I said pedophiles should be burnt on stake. Is that ban-worthy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Pedophiles should be burned on stake. I mean, especially the ones that act on their desires. Well, we don't disagree here. You're trying to make me look bad. I'm gonna show what I said, because I have nothing to hide. I said, what laws in effect today will look ridiculous in 100 years? Age of consent, probably. Age of consent, Japan. 13 years old. I think that's ridiculous. Why are you trying to make me look like a fucking pedophile?
Oh man, it does kind of like sound weird how you said it, and
This is the
furthermore,
point. This is
image
my
license
entire
there.
point of Roleplay Union.
But-
People interpret things differently under different contexts. Okay?
But-
That's why we should only punish
Alex Rieger,
people.
5 years ago, pedophile isn't someone who molests or rapes.
You know
children,
how
it's
old that
someone
was
who has
5
no
years
natural
ago?
sexual either. However, most pedophiles are sane people who
What
would
is-
never act out on.
Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you, man? Okay, let me clarify something, okay? Because you made this about this situation. Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. We'll talk about this. There's a difference between child molester and a pedophile.
Same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
It is. Pedophile is someone who's mentally fucked up in the brain
Yes.
and who carries out on these
No,
very
no,
ridiculous
that.
acts.
Stop you right there. They don't necessarily always carry out. Child molesters should burn at stake. People who actually go out and molest children are terrible people. Anybody who grooms a child, anybody who takes advantage of a child is a terrible fucking person. But a pedophile doesn't necessarily do that. It's just a biological attraction, from what I researched. So,
I can see the research.
it's not their choice, from what I can tell. Jesus Christ, I'm a curious person. I have morbid curiosity.
Very curious. We know.
Right, cool.
We know
So
you're a
what
very
is your
curious
point?
person.
Why did you go off topic to make me look like a bad person? Are you saying that I support
Expose your naughty
pedophiles?
behavior.
Are you saying
Yes.
I have what makes you think I support pedophiles?
Whole Reddit account.
Show me. Show me. Okay, show me.
You just scroll through, and even if you get into the the older years, it gets very creepy.
How about you get the fuck off my Reddit account? Okay, here I say pedophile isn't someone who rapes or molests children. It's someone who has natural sexual
kind of
desire towards
public.
them. However, most pedophiles are sane people who never act out on those desires. That's true! That's true. Child molesters, that's what people mean when they usually say pedophiles. Because most pedophiles obviously don't talk about their fucking disability. I would consider it a mental disability. To be sexually attracted to children. I think it's a mental disability. Do you disagree with me?
I do think it's a mental disability, and I also
So
think
you agree with
people who
me?
are like that should be killed. In
So,
the fire
okay, people with a mental disability should be killed. That's what you just said.
with that mental disability.
So people with
Anything else
certain
is
mental
fine.
disabilities
That's
should
all.
be killed. That's a quote of the year. Steamy the LSRP god. Listen, people don't choose mental disabilities. Okay? People choose how they
If you're a
handle
pedophile.
mental disabilities. People choose what treatment they get. If a person
Pedophile, yeah.
is a pedophile, they should get treatment. If they are child molester, they should fucking burn at stake. Okay? And they are different things. But when somebody talks about a pedophile, they usually mean a child molester. Okay? That's how it works. Do you disagree with me?
Anyway, it was very great speaking with you, when I have to.
It wasn't great
get
speaking
offline
with
now.
you. You went off topic to make me look bad. That wasn't nice of you.
Very nice.
You tried to take
I had to-
something
I had
out
to-
of context to make me look bad.
It's true.
What's
You're a
true?
very weird human being, and it's factual information that everyone understands and knows.
Somebody being weird is subjective, and it's relative to an opinion. But up to you, nothing is subjective. You are right, correct, 100% of the time.
Anyway,
But
it was
no,
fantastic
no.
speaking with you. I have to.
All right, you have to
Yeah.
go. Okay, of course. Listen here.
Oh no! What did you want to say? What did you want to say?
I wanted to ask you, what was the point of all this? What were you trying to say? What did I support pedophilia? I don't support pedophilia.
Sure.
Right. Whatever, he's disrupting the stream at this point. Alright, well, you shouldn't have disrupted the stream, my friend. Just to be clear, alright, if none of you got this so far, I don't support pedophilia and never have and never will. I consider it a physical, a mental disability. Alright, so, and again, let's look at the fucking message that he sent, because I have nothing to hide. So again, this is the message that he shown. And again, it's 5 years ago. He fucking dug it up from nowhere. Pedophile isn't someone who molests or rapes children. Not necessarily. A pedophile could be somebody who molests or rapes children, but not necessarily. A child molester is the one who molests and rapes children. And yeah, I'm just literally quoting like the fucking definition of a pedophile. And again, the reason I got into that topic, first of all, that topic 5 years ago, when I was technically under the age of consent myself, right? It's not like I delved into this topic when I was an adult. No, I was under the age of consent myself. I was just a curious person who fucking wanted to have a conversation on Reddit. And Reddit is a platform where we all have conversations like this. fuck him for trying to make me look bad, honestly. Alright, well, we definitely came in with a bang, got a big controversy at the end. And it's gonna be a controversy regardless of what the truth is, because the moment somebody accuses me of a pedophile, that's it, my life is basically over. But yeah, I'm not a pedophile, I don't support pedophiles. I think pedophiles should get help. Child molesters should fucking be burned at stakes. I absolutely agree with that, and I've always thought that way. I will never support or justify pedophilia. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with people? Alright, take care, man. Thank you, man. Let's look at the other comments. Charity link doesn't even work. Yeah, I need to update that. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna... Is Userone cancelled? Pretty much, yeah. If somebody accuses me of anything, that's it. That's just the streamer life at this point. Anyway, that's why I had to, like, show you what he sent me and show you why it doesn't show anything. It's just the confusion comes from the fact that the word pedophile usually refers to child molesters by most people. You know, people that actually act on the pedophilic desires. Those who naturally have pedophilic desires, they need help. They need therapeutic help so that they don't act on those desires. But they didn't do it by choice. I judge people by the choices they make, not by things they can't control. It doesn't make sense to me to judge people by things that is out of their control. I always judge people by what they do, okay? By what they choose to do, not by a mental disability that they have. We shouldn't burn mentally disabled people. We should get them treatment. Anyway, I think we're gonna end it here. That's not a really good note to end on, but I really don't want to continue. Take care, guys. Stay awesome. Unless you're a child molester, I guess.